Noswaithar, drowned dickheads, dirty demons, and every other dumbfounded deckhand. Welcome to the diecast. Do you want to...
Hello.
So,
Hello.
last week we saw our adventurers tackle a librarian of an inhuman, cruel nature in a twisted timeline that could prove to be the future of the world. The party also finally figured out they were in possession of some neat magical items, in addition to a rather vicious-looking dagger.
So well.
After some library-based nonsense, the party headed out to find the person who wrote them an invitation to Professor Thaddeus Kezra's house, where they were met by a mercenary force of dwarves. Between the flamboyant Kezra and the stern Ironfoot, the party found themselves thrust into a world of underhanded plots and murderous cults. Where will this thread lead? Shall we pull it together? So, the very last thing we did was have a conversation with Ironfoot and Kezra about the cults. Boo! Bloody tablet. Just immediately killed the vibe, like 2 minutes in. Come on.
It does look like we got interference as well.
I think that's just there, isn't it?
Maybe.
My phone's on airplane, so we shouldn't.
It's on an aeroplane.
What is it doing on
It's
an
going
airplane?
on Holly.
That is the wrong theme. I nearly just really changed the vibe of that. There we go. That's
There we
better.
go.
So, Ironfoot told you guys that one of the cultists they had captured was tortured and then burnt to bits, while the other one was chopped to bits and fed to the dogs. But the cultist that they tortured did have on him some crappy clothes, an empty vial that could well have been for poison, as the Ironfoot Battalion think it is because of the death of the Master of Ceremonies, and also was also retrieved a blank note. But the last thing you guys said was, is it definitely blank? So we will pick up there, where you are presented with quite a long but thin piece of paper, but at just sort of face value, it does look blank both sides.
Okay. Well, it definitely looks blank. Job well done, everyone.
Yeah, but you
Baxter
can't read.
turns to leave.
Yeah, even if it was right.
You can't read. You didn't even know. It could just
my
be
God.
like, yes, there's something on there.
I think I just inhaled a hair.
Nice.
Oh god, you could see the moment in my eyes where I panic. But yeah, even if there was words on it, you couldn't read it anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Could I investigate it?
Indeed you can.
Yeah, like if we hold her up to the light or something.
Yeah.
Is there the
And I'll remember to add my +2 this time.
There's a seabird in there.
It's a seabird.
Okay, so that's 24.
Okay, yeah, cool. So, you immediately spot as you hold it up to the light and do this, there's like a metallic shimmer that looks like, almost like invisible ink that uses this metal, like, almost like mica powder in it, but not to the point where you can actually read it, but there is some sort of writing on there.
Has anyone got anything in their in inventory that can maybe help? Because all I've got is gripweed.
Like,
I got drugs! We get real high and look at it, see what happens.
I've got a 2-day-old sausage. Apart from that,
Ironfoot's like, what? Oh, I never noticed that before. I didn't realise there was fucking metal on it. Oh, I wonder how we can read that. Don't suppose you've got any, like, I don't know, like, charcoal or ink or something, maybe? Like, rub it on, or... what do you do with metal?
I've got a tinderbox. There might be some soot, maybe? I'll just, hand him the tinderbox.
Any ideas? Like, I know you said the soot, but I'm really half tempted to just light it on fire. I won't lie to you.
I was going to suggest maybe applying heat. Maybe not flame, but applying heat to see if we can get a reaction.
Are there
It's
any
not a
candles or torches in the room?
Yeah, so the dining table in the middle has a few sort of like candelabras, but also there's 2 chandeliers and a lot around the side. Like this whole place is like lit up, even though it is also, in addition to it, it's magically lit as like the sort of color temperature that Kezra likes, but just for the sort of the visuals
weird, like,
of it,
invisible light sources.
Yeah.
PS1 games.
Old man
Man,
shakes
yeah,
fist at the invisible light source.
Yeah,
Should we, I don't know, hold it over a candle? Something like that?
sure.
Yeah, so you get one of the candles, start like passing it over back and forth, and you can see that these bits of metal on it do start to heat and form a glow. And once it comes up to like a mid-red glow almost, because the paper seems particularly resilient, like it's some sort of treated parchment specifically to allow the heating of it.
Waxed.
But you reveal a series of sort of like runes and lines. If you want to...
Ooh,
Hey, handouts.
nice. See if I can put it there. Hey, not too bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad actually.
Sick.
Fucking
I know
hell.
what this says.
Well, I never.
2 for 1 at Burger King.
It's an advert for John's Barbecue and Foot Massage.
Jones barbecue and foot massage.
What's it say? What's it say?
I'm sure you can read it.
Nope.
Okay, do I recognise the lettering?
Make a history check.
Okay. History. 20.
20. You don't recognize it specifically, but you have seen scripts that you think this could be like the sort of proto form of,
Okay.
like a much older form of more modern scripts, that are less to do with a language and more to do with a culture of people, like a way of writing Common or Elven or you're trying to like print it onto
No.
your paper.
I was looking at it like, how the fuck am I gonna, like, I write everything down. So I was like,
You're just gonna have to copy it.
go on.
Get a hammer.
Yeah, and then she's like trying to solve it backwards.
Sorry, do continue.
But yeah, you do recognize some of the sort of stylings of it, knowing that they come from the more northeasterly islands of the world. So you're in the sort of like central eastern islands, but there are some. So you guys are here. No, wait. There on Bedrick. But the script comes from more like up this way.
Okay.
Is this my... Yeah, it is my updated map. Is it? Yeah, it is. I was like, shit, did I print an old one?
But is it?
But yeah, you do recognise that,
It's relatively nearby in the world.
nearby in the world, but just... It's not even that you know for certain that it is that. It's just that you get this feeling of, well, it looks similar enough, and the way that this other lettering system works looks very much the same on how some of the runes are like built up,
Okay.
but the more modern one is a lot more rounded and more like fluent. It looks, if anything, as stupid as this is going to sound, take what that looks like and make it more like a traditional Arabic where you've got
Right.
a lot of those like connected letters, and
Yeah,
certain
and
letters
the
connect to
flow.
other ones at the start and end of letters and stuff. So there's at the end of words.
Does it look like anything we've seen when we were in the library? Because like we looked at all different.
Yeah, you did, but no. Other than like, assuming that you bring up this like information to the rest of them about like.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
reiterate
So you
that.
do remember seeing again the sort of like stuff that Scaris is referring to, the more modern time style of this script, but nothing about this older variant.
So, none of you guys can read it?
Can Keza read it? Where is Kezra?
He sort of is just like wandering around, like pootling about the house, just waiting for
Didn't we tell him to go
Archibald
away?
to come back with tea. Obviously forgetting that it's just gone midnight, no shops are going to be open, and he sent Archibald out on a run, so he might be waiting some time.
Didn't
Yeah.
I tell him that if he was good and behaved and stayed in his little room that we'd bring back you?
Yeah, it was basically sort of like,
Just like you
sent
go
him
in
off,
there.
but then you can just sort of hear the footsteps from going up and down the stairs, and like the room where he got the sort of vase that he got from your family. You can hear just more like clanging and battering about
I
upstairs.
mean,
and
I don't mind showing Ironfoot as well. Just be
yeah,
like, what's
he's
the-
like, I have absolutely no idea anything about that.
Does your boss know anything about all like old
I mean,
languages?
he is quite a linguistic fellow, so perhaps I'll go and get him. And then he's like,
I bet the librarian would have known.
yeah,
We should have
But
talked
we
to
killed
him.
him.
See, we could
We
should
could have
have.
been friends with him. Stupid
I
bollock.
don't think he was very friendly.
Briley's like looking down as if she didn't shoot the first arrow.
yeah. So he brings down Kezra, and Kezra's like, let's take a look at this.
There you go, buddy. What you got?
Well, first of all, how do I know which way up it goes?
I was having the same problem.
You were the
Judging
one
by what I think it is, I'll turn
Yeah.
it the right way around.
Okay, so he's like, oh, I see. There's sort of like little dashes between strings of letters. There seems to be a repeated word or string of letters. I'm not entirely sure if that is a word, but that's probably a good place to start. I'm not very much of a cryptographer these days, I won't lie to you. Perhaps who
Do you-
would be good at this?
I was going to say, do you know anyone who would be able to decipher that?
Well, I'm sure some member of the cult probably could.
You're like a, what's the word?
influential guy.
No, like somebody who does like book learning and stuff.
A reader?
Scholar? Yeah, you must know other people.
I know a few, but we don't. The university doesn't have like a specific sort of study on cryptography, but
What about cults?
no, again, that's very new.
Okay, so what
Yeah,
we
but
gotta
okay,
do?
then what about like religions and stuff like that?
Well,
If it's going
That's
to be
more
like a
to do
mix
with the
of stuff.
temple.
We gotta go out. We find the cult and get one of them, make them read it. If they don't read it, holds up the hammer.
But how are we going to know if he's telling the truth?
He'll tell the truth.
He's like, I will make a quick note of this, and he like copies it out, and he's like,
Just
I
like Lily's
will
did.
mull it over, but yes, it doesn't seem to ring a bell. It is interesting though. It almost looked like the language sort of builds on itself. There's a lot of very similar markings that look like it is the previous marking with an extra bit. So perhaps it is almost like in some sort of order of letters, you know? If you can figure out what letters are used in the alphabet, you can figure out how to build the letters on this.
it could be a cipher.
I thought it was a note.
What's the cipher?
What's funny?
Sorry, it just
What actually, what is like?
It's cipher text. So like, it's
Like a
I
code.
love how everyone's like, "That's what it is." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, like a secret code. Is
Yeah.
a cipher. They'd have a
Okay.
a way
Yeah.
to work it out.
Okay.
I'm fed
That
up with
makes
everyone
sense.
explaining things to me, so I'm just going to wait until someone goes, what?
You mean
What if someone
until I
does-
go what?
And then I'll go, what?
No.
Me and Jess did just if you would like look back,
Yeah,
me and Jess just go.
like,
He hands it back to you. Obviously, if you want to
It's a freaking
keep on
deli
to him,
test
just
and
sort of
all
like
over
mull it
again.
over a bit.
I'll actually
What was the other one?
Yeah, he highlights that in the
Blanche,
top row and the bottom row there are two characters that seem to like mimic each other with like the little dashes either side to suggest that it's yeah, those little dashes go at the bottom of the
yeah.
mark.
So we think there's like a repeated word in there. Does he know what the repeated word is?
Not a clue.
I'll just to be safe, I'll copy it into my notebook as well.
Okay, so this is too weird for even super smart guy over there. So we got no hope.
Lovely blanket statement to begin with. So, now that that's out of the way, you guys got a place to stay tonight. Oh, you've been staying at the Three-Legged Goblin, right? Haven't you?
Yes.
Yes. Perhaps get a good night's rest. I'll go and talk to Prince Scry in the morning. Be like, stop drinking shit, you don't know where it's from. So,
Maybe Scran will know what it says.
Maybe.
Scran is intelligent.
who the fuck are we talking about?
Oh, you know,
I don't know.
you know how much Scry can eat? Well,
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah. Although I'm pretty sure if you said it to his face, he'd probably have you executed.
Nah,
he's
he
our
likes
friend,
us.
yeah.
We're like that.
Well, better you than me is what I say. I'm afraid of that man. Or not so much him specifically, but his massive fucking pet tiger that pisses about with him. That, you know, that
oh yes, I would not want
the big
to,
guy, the guy
annoy
that
him.
goes around with Scry.
He's
He's
not a
a-
tiger.
I forget his name now.
He's a
Courage.
tabaxi.
He's a bull, isn't he?
Courage.
No. He's a cat guy.
He's a bull.
No,
No, Courage.
A bull.
no,
He's not a minotaur.
no.
There was a Minotaur.
Yeah, there was a Minotaur in the pie eating contest, but
Yeah.
he's a big tabaxi.
Big muscular
This is in
tabaxi.
character. This is canon. You just forgot the race of a person.
Oh my god! I thought he's a minotaur.
Built
No,
like
I'm
one.
less scared of him now.
He's fluffy.
You should be more scared of him. He's got retractable claws. At any moment, he can just kind of go.
Yeah.
It's fucking scary. But he's like, also, he's a very
think he's
powerful
quite
man
cute.
with a habit for getting drunk and making very rash but very important decisions that often lead to people.
Okay. Well, we'll head back to the Goblin, and I'll think on it. Obviously,
Like
if anything comes up with you guys, so,
you said about, maybe like the cults would know, or one of the cults. Is there any like place we could go looking for them, or any hideouts that you know of, or?
We've got absolutely no clue. We just sort of bumped into two guys on the road. And, you know, we're not entirely sure there are multiple cults. We're not even technically sure there is like a, you know, a singular big cult or anything. It could just be a handful of people. But if two blokes rock up in the same tattoos, the same clothes, with the same objective to fucking poison a bloke,
That sounds pretty cult-like.
we use the word cult because there's no point in using gang because everyone immediately thinks of the actual gangs that fucking run the city. So, you know. But yeah, any information you do find on him, obviously bring it back to us or send us a letter or something.
Cool.
I wish you luck. Try not to die.
You too.
Why do you think I wear this? And he just goes ding ding like this big super heavy plate armor.
Goblin.
Yes.
Yeah, he sort of like shows you to the door and gives you a bit of a wave off. And
Bye, Kezra!
By this point, I will have copied it.
yeah, you can see him up in like one of the upstairs windows. He's like, goodbye! It's proper like.
I've copied down the note, so I actually hand back the original note to Ironfoot just to
Okay.
be like, if anything comes up, you can use this.
Cool.
Stay inside and behave, and we'll bring the skinny one back for you.
Just like, can we go, please?
I'm not that skinny.
Not you.
Oh.
You're the smart one. You don't get to be the pretty one too.
Oh god.
Well, this is exciting.
What? Because you're the pretty one?
What? No, the cult thing.
Is it?
Yeah, that's
I mean, I'm kind of scared. I say scared as in more reluctant to get involved in anything more than I need to be involved in.
Well, I think, in my experience, barkeepers know mostly everything.
That's a
Comes to
cliche.
cracks,
That's,
I
bet.
that's,
No, no,
It's a stereotype.
it's not.
It's very true.
Also, our goblin hates us.
Oh, yeah.
I think if we buy more drinks, then maybe they.
His son was our friend.
Yes.
Maybe
Let's-
he might know where to find these cults.
Yeah. Maybe.
I need to come up to something else.
Yeah,
So
you-
we head to the goblin.
Yeah, you make it back to the goblin. Scrimp, the father, is serving.
Oh, he hates us.
He
hates us.
But it looks like he's sort of like winding it down for the night. But people are gonna stay in the tavern part anyway without going to bed. So like,
Yeah. Well,
but he just needs sleep at this point.
Yeah, interested in a nightcap. Anyone want a quick
Yeah.
drink? Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Always.
What are you after?
Not wiki.
I was actually going to have a whiskey.
No thanks.
Oh, I'm just gonna have like a hot drink,
I'll
like a
stick to
tea
the
or
ale.
something.
Okay.
All right. So you order the
Yeah.
Mead.
What are the
was
drinks?
it a mead, an ale, a tea, and a whiskey. And he's just like, who the fuck drinks tea at like nearly 1 a.m? What the? You think I'm gonna go out there and boil a fucking like kettle of water? Are you nuts?
Do you want me to boil it?
No, I don't want you in my kitchen. You'll fuck shit up. You guys are weird.
Why don't you like us? What's wrong with you?
You have all immediately made a terrible impression.
But we pay you on time.
You make my blood pressure rise.
I think it's already high.
Maybe you need a tea.
Tea is
Have
good
you ever
for
thought
that.
about that?
I don't like tea.
Where's your son?
Maybe you should
Shrimp
try.
is asleep.
Oh.
Because, you know, sometimes even goblins gotta rest, but all you fucking animals, you expect us to stay up till stupid o'clock in the morning?
Look, are you gonna make the tea or not? Because
No tea. We're not that sort of establishment.
Wait, just give us another fucking mead. Calm your tits.
No, I want tea. Can I go and
No
like,
one goes in the kitchen.
Can I go anyway?
Right, just push through.
Oh dear, we're gonna lose
Bye.
our house.
Are you gonna try?
Can I go in? I'm gonna run in, click the kettle, and run back out.
Click the
Click the kettle.
As if,
Not a kettle.
as if it's electric.
As if it's plugged in. Like, no, we're talking basically a metal
Yeah,
pot
I know.
that you
I said
put over the
I
fire.
thought about it after I said it, and I was like, "Oh, modern day thinking."
maybe
So
it's
are
the
you
magic
actually gonna
kettle.
try and get into the kitchen?
Yeah,
Okay. So
I'm just gonna be
Can I
like,
try and
"Look, just
distract
let
him?"
me go. Just let me. It'll be 2
he's
minutes."
immediately like he's like blocking you, and he like pulls this towel off his waist, and he starts like spinning it up, ready to go.
Is your
like-
clothes on?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, it's
Got
just
it on.
like an
wiping
apron,
towel,
but he's
yeah.
just got something like a wiping towel over his
Yeah.
He's
like
just taking his
belt.
loincloth off and just flashed you.
Oh, he's got a weapon. He's got a weapon.
Briarleaf, well, I'll get you a tea in the morning.
Okay.
Look what you
Okay.
did.
Now I'm gonna run.
Okay.
Or is that like an initiative check?
No,
Oh.
no. This is him casting a spell on the
Oh.
thing.
Oh shit, he's a magic
And
goblin.
basically
You fucked
whacking
up.
you in the arse with it. But what it has essentially done is starts to glow, and immediately you are like, that's gonna hurt. Because basically the monks used to do something similar to like, as like a sort of punishment for stepping out the line. It's essentially like a bludgeoning weapon buff that he's just gonna
He's a
whack you
sadist
with.
goblin.
Oh no, he's done this before.
That's 5 bludgeoning damage
Jeez.
as it drops you to your knees. By the way, it hit with a 19 plus something, so like
You've
I didn't ask for
definitely
that.
got a fucking towel bruise on your ass.
Dead
Yeah,
ass.
he whacks you like sort of right to the top of the thighs, bottom of the arse, and you just like drop to your knees, and it's like like
It
proper
really
stinging.
stings,
Yeah, it's
doesn't
like
Oh, what?
it's
You're
somewhere
taking
between
things
a
a little bit
sting
too
and
far
like a
here.
and he just grabs you by the foot and starts trying to pull you out from behind the bar.
What? What's my?
This is nothing. It's just
Oh.
this is like attached to something, and every time someone moves, it's
What's attached to it?
the
That's the cable chair. is
going under your chair leg.
Roll
Microphone
for
lead.
stealth.
Um,
He's like, no one goes in the kitchen.
Okay.
Thank you.
Briarleaf.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm coming.
Lucky
You
you.
can barely like walk straight. You're like hobbling. It's like,
Like as you're walking back out, you can see me typing on the keyboard.
I'm
And I
gonna-
put my hand on your shoulder. You get your points back.
Oh, I was just about to show you. I was just about to put my trousers down. Look what he done to me.
Look at my hands.
I poked the butt.
I touched the.
Not cool, man.
not what's
Well, we're
not
gonna be
cool
leaving
is
a-
trespassing in my
leaving a
kitchen
bad
after
review.
I explicitly said
Come
not
on,
to.
guys.
What's in your kitchen?
My kitchen, dumb shit.
Oh,
Why are you so rude? Is it because you're not
Because I
there?
have to deal with drunkards and assholes like you all fucking week.
And yourself.
Yeah.
You have to deal with yourself.
Anybody else feeling like a bar fight? I'm feeling like a bar fight.
Sassy
Like,
little
start,
bitch.
limbering up.
We tried to be nice. We've
no,
We've
guys,
done well.
whatever that was, that hurt. Let's just get our drinks.
He's just a very sassy old man.
Okay.
Sassy
Fine.
little bitch goblin.
I will try because like
We've had a shit day.
Scarius is very much about like the rules. He's trying not to be like the chaos and stuff is actually like really playing against him right now,
Just stressing him out.
stressing him out. So
Nothing more
He-
chaotic than that.
I will actually try and stealthily sleight of hand tip
Tip him over.
tip him a gold.
Okay. Roll a sleight of hand against everyone else's natural perception.
Passive perception, is it?
That's the one.
Passav.
What's all your senses, yeah?
Yeah.
18.
Yeah, you get past everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He just sort of gives you a sort of dry smile as if to be like, thank you.
Yeah.
And he just like puts her in his apron. But yeah, you guys clamber up to the top floor to your rooms. Your lovely, definitely better than average rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get curled up nicely and comfy on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, go through a little bit of a nighttime ritual if you need it. Is there anything anyone wants to do explicitly before we sort of like skip time?
I cast Identify. I know I've already done it, but I'm going to cast Identify on the dagger again.
Mhm.
Just to see if I can glean anything extra.
Okay.
Because being made aware that I wrapped the handle without thinking about it, I'm a bit like, I don't do stuff without thinking.
Okay. Make an Arcana roll for me.
Ooh. Nat one?
Nothing more is revealed to you at this moment.
Okay. I meditate for like maybe 20 minutes and then just lie down and go to sleep.
Cool.
And Lilith is just going to be like, Scarius. through the thing. Scarius.
What?
Scarius.
What?
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, night.
This is the first time we've been in a different room.
I know.
Okay, good night.
Good night. That's literally all she wanted to do, just check and it works. Like,
When Scarius falls asleep, I want to take the cowl off and just start kind of like looking at it.
Okay.
I'm just like, what are you?
Take the cowl off and choke Scarus.
What are
to
you?
death.
Just smother. Shh, gotta sleep, gotta sleep, gotta sleep, gotta sleep.
I'm just like,
Are you-
can you hear me? Are you just like shaking it?
Can you?
Hello?
What would Bax even do if it just went, yes, stop shaking me, put me down.
don't shake the baby.
It ends up with Kendra's voice. It's like,
Oh no.
No, put me back around your neck. It's very comfy. No, you don't get a reply, but it's the first time you've really like studied it, because before now, like when you first obtained it, you just sort of like grabbed it, put it on, and never really thought about it. It was just something to cover the scars. But the first time you proper study it, the way that it sort of naturally folded over on itself till now hasn't really revealed it. But along one like edge to a corner, there is a much darker, like, sort of nearly like ochre to brown stitching that's quite well done down into this corner.
Ooh.
And on the other side, opposite it, so it's basically just like a big square, but instead of you getting the square straight on, you've sort of got it at this angle where you've got like an actual formed corner.
Okay.
And then 2 rips up here. So like these sides have just been sheared off something, like the bottom of something.
So it's a piece of
Yeah,
something.
that you've sort of like folded into a cowl and tied.
Does the
right
stitching
way.
have any sort of specific pattern, or is it just...
In the corner, it's sort of... It's not like necessarily a specific pattern, but it becomes quite traditionally like regal, ornate, like filigreed, but like it's
okay.
very fine, very small bit of filigree in the corner, but that's why you've never seen it, because the way that you naturally put it on, it was tucked under and like round the back, and because you just like leave it on all the time anyway, which is why it's a bit
It
stanky.
stinks.
yeah. Yeah, but it is a detail that you haven't spotted before, and suddenly you're like, whoa, fuck, cool.
Just like inspect it a little bit and just be like, well, if you're protecting me, then keep on doing that. And like wrap it back around and then lie down to sleep.
Cool.
I half expected you to try and do what what's his name?
With the towel.
Scrimp. Yeah, Scrimp tried to do. Just like, come on, why are you
With
doing
scarring
it?
straight in the balls as he sleeps.
And just pretend
He just wakes up like thinking he's still in monk school. Like just straight up with a chopper. It's like, ah!
I unholster the hands.
Briley, was there anything you want to do before bed?
She's absolutely fuming. What has happened? She's got personal hatred towards Scrimp now. And you know, like out of Gaelic, you know, like is it that I can't remember what film it's off. I think it's Bruce Almighty when he's like on the bed and he's like,
Oh, right.
do you like it? Is it Bruce
yeah.
He's
Almighty?
just thrashing. in the
Yeah,
bed.
that's what she done before she went to sleep. She's
And
fuming.
you watched it, the whole thing.
It's just like a,
We'll make an entertainer
Night.
of you yet.
good night.
Yeah. Aha.
I see potential.
Easy money. But yeah, this night, not everyone has a dream.
Not everyone.
No.
Oh, bollocks.
But the sort of obsessing over both the dagger and the cowl before bed
Nice.
brings it to the forefront of your mind. Let's get something a little spookier, shall we?
I ate too much cheese before bed.
So,
It happens. Don't worry.
I do that every night. It doesn't
Turns out cheese is actually calming. Just-
Yeah, it doesn't give me nightmares.
No.
No, it's a myth.
Doesn't.
Yeah.
No.
so we'll start with Bax because it's alphabetical order.
Nice.
You are back in the sort of grand hall you were in the first night.
Oh, like the throne room.
Mm-hmm. But you've got a different point of view this time. You are still down the end of the room you were in, but you're not on the big, like, throne section. You're just down to the side.
Okay.
You are one of the, the sort of hooded figures along the side of you that were there the first time. You are one of them now, but you're right down on the end. So, you sort of, like, naturally, like, your instinct is to look left, but the more you try and look left, the more it pushes you back. So if you do want to try and get a good look, I'd like an Eldritch Resistance check.
Okay. I was gonna ask, can I see who's on the throne? So, go on and let's go. A resistance.
Eldritch Resistance.
Oh, it's my only good one. Well, it's not good. It's not a minus.
It's not good, but it's not shit.
No, that's a 4.
Yeah, the more you force against it, the more it's forcing you back, and it starts to physically hurt. So you don't get a full glimpse. You just see that there's this taller figure above the rest of you. So whatever this thing is, it is so much taller than everyone else next to them.
Okay.
But other than that, essentially the dream repeats where Baxter gets dragged in
Right.
and thrown to his knees. And then once again you feel like you have power over Baxter, but you're still looking at yourself through these eyes. But this time, instead of demanding you kneel, the figure just sits there in dead silence, and you're just being held. It's almost like everything has just stopped. So with control over Baxter, is there anything you would like to do?
Whip him with a cowl. Sorry. Wrecked the mood, sorry.
do I-
Not myself.
Does he have the hammer? Or anything?
The hammer is being held by someone else, but he doesn't have the cowl.
Oh.
He'd probably try and go for the hammer.
Okay. Make an eldritch manipulation check.
Right. You just try and grab it. Oh no. No, that's a 1. Not a natural 1, but a 1.
Yeah, so you don't seem to be able to will yourself to do so. It's like the only thing that it's almost like there's like a pre-programmed motion of kneeling, and the only thing that as you're trying to break free of this sort of mental programming, you just don't seem to do anything, and you sort of get stuck again. And as you start to move anyway, the guy behind you with your hammer once again strikes you in the back of the legs to like force you to drop. But again, this figure is silent. And then from your point of view as one of the people on the end, there is a crackling sound, and a light fills up the left side of your vision, like a golden light. And then you wake up.
Right. Coming from the
figure.
throne? Okay.
Yeah. So a crackling and then a golden light. Scarius, on the other hand, you are in a clearing in the woods, and there's a goat,
Okay.
and it's just grazing away, vibing, doing what goats do.
Well,
And
you get the nice
feel
stuff.
like
I did not expect
you
just a
feel like
goat,
you have
like-
complete control.
Has it not got like eyes for ears or like something's going on in it?
Well, to be fair,
Gonna ask for a face.
it is facing away from you.
See,
Okay.
So.
tongues for eyes I got back.
It's got Bax's face.
Wake up!
I'll go over and try to pet it.
Okay.
I can't. The thought of you just being like,
Yeah, no,
come
I'm
here,
ju-
little goat.
I
Make
just
an
more,
animal
more
handling
like
check.
More like I've woken up and I've been like, oh, okay, I'll just go and see what
Yeah,
this
make
is.
an animal handling check.
Turns around and it's just got eyes, like freaking lips or something.
Ooh, not too bad. What's my bonus? Okay, 15.
Yeah, you managed to catch it right under like the horn in like that bit that sort of
like
makes it like it sort of like arcs his head back
They
and he
do
managed
in
to
the
catch
zoo.
In the zoo.
When we went to
Now,
the zoo,
Yeah.
they liked it.
Can I ask something now that I'm closer?
You go
Yeah.
to see like that.
Does the horn of the goat resemble the handle of the dagger?
it. It does.
What did you do to the goat?
Look,
Make
what's
an eldritch resistance check.
Why are you so mean? He was your friend.
Okay.
He was really happy with you.
Eldritch resistance. 21?
21.
I
You
hate you all.
feel
Sorry.
an overwhelming urge. Like, you've already drawn efficiency and you feel an overwhelming urge to strike this goat, but you hold off. You resist.
You better fucking not.
But this goat, as you sort of like bring this weapon up, it
Is he cute?
was,
Oh.
but it turns slowly to face
Told you,
you.
it's got fucking
It
eyes
has
for lips, that's
4
why.
eyes,
Hmm.
2 where they regularly are, but 2 like further up and back.
I
But
still
the
find that cute.
second pair, one of them looks more like a spider eye, one of them looks more like a cat's eye. But
cool,
the
man.
front 2 are normal goat eyes, but they're like piercing green. And its jaw dislocates and drops, and all these rows of teeth protrude, like sort of almost like they look more like crocodile teeth or shark teeth, but just like rows of them going back into this goat's like throat. And from the very back of the throat comes this long, spindly black tendril that just wiggles its way up towards you and just taps efficiency. And
Okay.
then retreats back into the throat, and you wake up.
I immediately check efficiency to see if anything weird has happened.
It's been licked by a fucking demon goat.
Yeah.
What?
I thought the good morning music was quite apt.
Yeah. Morning?
Morning, lads.
Right,
The time is time to get up.
Has anyone woken up screaming, or is everyone just kind of like...
Those two have had a bloody lovely night's sleep and
great time.
feel quite refreshed.
Okay.
And you've definitely got a bruise on your
Long
arse.
rest.
But
So have I.
not too bad. Yeah.
And me.
It's like, what was Bax up to? But yeah, you wake up feeling panicked, but not like screaming. But yeah, you check efficiency, and everything seems normal. But where it was touched, there is a slight darkening of the metal in like a little circle, just like a much more dull. It's like completely lost its luster and gone darker.
Okay.
It's just a wet patch.
You could just wipe it up.
Do I notice Scarius looking stressed as he's woken up?
Yeah, the weird thing was he just immediately whips out his fucking axe and is like, ah.
And I'm like checking it over.
You getting freaky dreams?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got freaky dreams.
I had the kind of the same dream that I had before, but there was a goat this time, and I didn't run.
Mine was like super similar, except I was stood somewhere else in the room, like I was somebody else. But I saw me in the room, but I wasn't me. Yeah.
I think the goat in my dream wants to die.
Because he licked me and I'm gonna kill him.
It's not a normal reaction to being licked.
Well, it is for Lilith. Like, when the Johns gives her a lick and she's like, do you want to die?
Yeah. What are you doing?
We can kill a goat.
touch
That's
me.
cool.
I'd rather not. It was a strange goat, but I don't want to just kill something for the sake of it. Anyway.
More in front
and
of Riley if you don't, anyway.
I
It was cute.
spend about
Until it decided
10
to be
minutes,
like a
obviously
demon.
getting myself sorted anyway. But I will also call Gonk back onto my arm.
Okay.
And you see that where the limbs of the crossbow used to be, they're actually curled back in, and it actually looks more like a heart. And I will also begin setting out the materials, as in just organising the materials for a new music box.
Okay, cool.
So
Throwing
I'll
a
just go through all my copper and find which bits could actually still work as like, yeah.
Cool.
When you said there was a crackling when the light appeared, was it like an electrical crackling?
Yeah, it could be interpreted as electrical crackling or definitely some form of magical crackling.
Or crackling.
Yeah. But yeah,
Shall we?
you can easily assume it is lightning, but it wouldn't be beyond the realms of like belief if it was just raw, sort of like energy. And I know sort of lightning is in a sense raw energy.
Arcane.
But yeah, more arcane than actual lightning.
Okay. Interesting.
I just realised it looks like I'm walking around with just a giant heart bracelet on now, but I'm okay with it.
Lilith is gonna be telling Bryleaf how to sit best with a bruise on her ass. Like explaining if you like sit slightly like this, it doesn't feel so bad.
And I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, that helps.
Yep.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, so once I've got my stuff sorted, I just head down.
Yeah, so I assume just like a sort of hearty breakfast and
Who's at the dinner?
Yeah.
Who's at the bar?
shrimp.
The nice
The
one.
younger one.
Oh, okay.
Shrimp, did
Look what your daddy did. Wow.
did your father tell you about an incident with us last night?
No, to be fair, I don't think I really saw my dad last night. I got a little bit drunk after my shift. I don't remember a lot of what happened. I was playing cards and dice. I know that. I think I lost cash. Or did I win some? I don't know.
Do you make tea?
Yeah, we got a big pot of it brewing for the breakfast.
I think your dad might have a heart attack.
Yeah, we told him that.
He's like
The physician's been worried about him
really
for a long time.
pent up. I need some sort of release.
The physician said the physician said that if you put that much anger in such a small body, there's only a certain amount of time before it will pop.
What?
Yeah, I look at you.
Sorry to break it to you, bud. That's the best medicine has to offer these days.
Great. Thanks.
Although he did then try and prescribe my dad some, like, pretty heavy drugs for it. So, who knows?
I mean, I think he probably needs them.
Yeah, but it was more like a narcotic effect, and I feel like that's probably the opposite of what you want when you're that pent up. But yeah, that man's gonna probably die on the toilet straining, because he's just so angry at all times.
Yeah. Maybe taking him to some entertainers or something. Just
Well, there are a lot of circuses in town,
exactly.
and carnivals.
Yeah, just make him.
A lot of, like, street troops.
Maybe you could entertain him.
No.
Oh.
Why not?
I can't. I'm fully booked.
Oh, she's very popular.
I mean, is it like a street performance? Couldn't he just sort of like rock up?
Nope.
I've never seen her perform in the street.
I do sometimes.
What sort of performance?
Cartwheels.
Okay, let's
Is that it?
breakfast. Yeah, breakfast.
Okay.
like-
You want the meat platter or like the soup or like
I love
Bit
a
of
meat
each.
platter. Do you have
Cheese,
any
bread?
breads with
yeah
it?
yeah
I'll have
meat
some
bread cheese like a
Meat, bread,
platter board.
cheese, fantastic.
I'll
bread,
have some
cheese.
soup, please. I've had enough meat.
You've not done anything in a long time.
Just being generally. She doesn't eat very much. She's like,
I'm sick of the sausage.
yeah, I don't want to.
Can I have a meat platter and one pot of tea, please?
Yeah, I'll get on it now. And he goes out to the back, and you can hear like there's another goblin out there like cooking up big pots of stuff ready to go, and like clearly just an overly comedic. No, hang on, comedically oversized frying skillet type thing, because there's like you can sort of just about peek over the top of this like hatch, and you can just see this ridiculous skillet like flipping 10 eggs at the same time, but like all of these eggs have enough room to just sit in there, so this is a pretty fucking big pan. So yeah, they you guys find your regular table with Scarus is slotted into the corner, I assume, because once again creature habit, and they bring out a substantial breakfast of various meats, cheeses, some sourdough bread. The soup of the day is like a very leek-based, not necessarily leek and potato, but like quite an oniony broth with like a lot of leek in. Very nicely seasoned. Nice big sprig of rosemary on top.
I'm sat in I'm sat in the booth, but I'm not right up
Big
against
sprig
the
of
wall.
rolls.
I'm sat in the booth, but not right up against the wall. I've actually like made space for Gonk to sit next to me.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just gonna pat it.
Does Gonk need like oiling and sort of?
Does he need a cup of
I was
oil?
gonna say, does he need like the equivalent
Little
of?
sippy cup.
I do have what Gonk needs in terms of ingredients. So
Sippy cup
yeah.
of oil.
Oh, she's fine for now.
But yeah, there's a couple of good cheeses on the platter. One excellently aged, like older, crumbly cheese, more like a Caerphilly cheese, like a much whiter but really like brittle cheese.
Solid.
Yeah, there's another that's a lot more like a feta, perhaps a goat's cheese of sorts.
Give me some fucking
A
cheddar.
little salty, but
I
like
cheddar.
nicely so.
I take the bread and
And then of
some
course
of the meat.
seafood.
I take the bread, some of the meat, and
Good old
sprinkle some of the
That's definitely
some of the
seafood.
cheese in, and sort of just make myself a nice sort of
Nice big
breakfast sandwich.
breggy sarnie, lovely.
You know when you said you were playing cards and what else were you playing?
Dice.
Dice.
Oh yeah.
Who were you playing with?
Oh, just the patrons. just the guys, you know. They just come in and they start playing, and I finished up
Have
for the
you
day. I had nothing else to
seen
do.
anyone with like spidery tattoos?
I know a dude with a tattoo of a spider, and it's not very good, but it's not like a spidery tattoo. It's just a real shit tattoo of a spider right here.
No.
He lost the bet. The bet was that basically if he lost that hand of cards, then his buddy down at the docks could tattoo him, and he's not a tattooer at all. Man can't even draw. He's got one hand.
And it's not his dominant hand.
No, he lost his dominant hand in a dock accident, and now he's got like a sort of pseudo hook, pseudo hammer type thing. So it was quite funny because obviously when he had the needle and he could just use the ding ding, you know. So it's real fucking bad though. It went so deep. There were so many blowouts. It's just like one big splotch on his chest. But no, other than that, I don't know anyone with.
So it looks kind of
spidery
like somebody
tattoos.
has killed a spider on his chest.
Yeah, that's a
Splat.
good way of putting it. Yeah, like there was a spider and now there's not.
Did the spider look like this? And I point to Gonk.
Like, oh fuck, where'd he come from?
She.
Oh shit, sorry. Where'd she come from? She wasn't there yesterday, right? Did I get that drunk?
No, I made her from copper.
That's impressive. I wish I could make stuff like that from copper. Maybe I could get some help around this fucking place.
Have you seen anyone in you with any like? Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's people saying that there's cults happening.
Like,
Like not our normal gangs.
no, but like, sort of worship, like a subsect of a religion, or like.
We're not too sure, really. Just creepy guys who might want to poison people, and they got some funky tattoos.
You know, as like they're talking about this,
yeah.
like Briley's gonna sip her tea, but she's gonna like kind of look over a glass to see a mug to see if she can see anyone of interest. Really,
Make a perception check.
I thought you were gonna try and run into the kitchen again. Just like it's time.
Yeah, but instead of a towel this time, Shrimp just pulls out like a pair of fucking steins and cracks them on your head.
oh 10.
For the most part, it just
Steam's
seems
getting
like
my eyes.
yeah, there's yeah, you're like trying to get really serious, but it's like searing. It's like it's like making a mortar. You're like shit.
It's just because like you're talking to him, so
yeah.
I'm just wondering if anyone's listening.
Yeah, so it's mostly just patrons that have stayed here overnight having breakfast amongst the people that are passed out in the booths or still drinking, but in like really pathetic and sad silence. Like it's gone past the point of being a fun party because they're like 3 days in now. So it's like they've been going this whole time. They're very tired. The only thing keeping them going is like caffeine and narcotics. And they've just got this really depressed look of just like gauntness, big black bags under their eyes. Just sort of still trying to, every now and again, there's just this dwarven guy, again, with like all the sort of bags under his eyes and stuff, that just will occasionally pipe up and go, "Weh!" and then sort of like pass back out on his hand, and then wake himself up and go, "Weh!"
That do my head done.
Good for him.
Yeah, it's
Good
kind
for
of
him.
annoying.
Okay, so cult hunting. This place is a bust.
Well, I hope you at least enjoyed your breakfast.
Have you got anything in the kitchen that your dad would be hiding?
Maybe his personal booze? It's nothing special, it's just he doesn't like sharing with the patrons, you
He
know?
was very protective over that kitchen.
Briarleaf wanted a cup of tea last night.
Well, we don't usually do tea in the evenings, to be fair.
I didn't know that.
We sort of brew a big pot in the morning, and then, like...
I asked very nicely, to be fair.
Well, I'm sorry my dad's a hard ass. If I was on shift, maybe I'd get you one, just brew a small pot. I'd probably have one too, I'm partial to a tea. But last night I was shit-faced, so...
Can I
No luck on that front.
You know the towel that you got whipped with?
Yeah.
Is that in there anyway? Can I
Yeah,
see
so it's
it?
quite clear where there's like, if you're looking through this window, So I'll do it based on your guys' point of view looking this way. Along this bank, so your left-hand side, is the sort of food storage. Because, like, as much as fridges aren't a thing, there are essentially, like, metal storage containers that are enchanted to keep things cool. So they, in essence, are a fridge or a freezer, but obviously it's not a case of flicking on a switch. And then next to that, there's some sort of, like, wash basin thing where they... currently, there's a big, like, pot of potatoes in. Then next to that is, like, a few stove tops that are essentially just big iron hot plates above a fire, assumed to be magically maintained. Because again, like, just to reiterate, especially for people at home who might be thinking, like, oh, why is all this magic stuff? Oh, I like my D&D to be, you know, only the cool people have spells. It's like, no, there are very basic spells that a lot of people will know. So, like, pretty much every business person will have some sort of cantrip or other to be able to, like, ease their daily lives in their business, even if it is just a farmer being able to magically harvest his plants with, like, a mage hand.
Still,
or...
I'm got a kettle with a switch.
Why would you need a switch when you can just magically heat the water?
Heat metal.
Yeah.
On the
Say
kettle.
what? Say what?
Heat kettle.
Heat kettle. I do really want to give you guys that spell where you change the letter.
Yeah.
Because if you had heat kettle, it is just regular heat metal, but it only specifically works on kettles.
Well, you can do it and then be like, see, I've already boiled it, so just go out there and get me a tea
Go
now.
make my tea.
Yeah, I've already boiled it, it's fine.
So, I'm guessing that the towel is within reach.
On the right-hand side, it's not within reach, but there is, like, some sort of hanging rack where you can see Scrimp's, like, apron with the towel over the...
Briley's
front.
blood.
Blood. It drew blood.
It's actually just half your leg. Just...
Okay. I'll shelve that thought for now.
Was that going to be good boy points with Theus?
Who would know about cults? Like, where the hell do we go? Like, where do we even start?
Well, apparently I was in one.
Maybe.
Yeah, so why don't you know?
What we gotta be thinking, like, who's out there selling poison? Maybe that's where to start. Any do
That's
you
a
know
great
any
thought.
apothecaries?
I mean, yeah, there's a few throughout the city.
Any like seedy, like shady apothecaries that might have like.
I mean, not that I know of. I mean, this might be my prejudice talking, but there's probably one in the lower city. But
Every city's
I
got
say
like
that.
a place.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I do
Like
say that. Like if anything, the people in the lower city are just having a real rough time these days, and the people in the upper city are the ones that are actually doing the corrupt shit. So, honestly, I'd start here.
Okay. Oh, any nearby places that might sell poison?
Yeah, there's a shop. It's like 3-4 blocks over. Shit, what's it called? Damn, I can't remember the name of it. You can't miss it though. It's got like one of those sort of signs with like a mortar and pestle and like a potion bottle. I'm not good with names of stuff.
That's fine. The picture's probably better for me, actually.
It's just dudes that sound like this are really bad at reading.
Okay. That maybe that's something.
Maybe we could find somebody who can actually read this note.
Yeah.
If Kezra couldn't do it, then who else are we gonna be able to?
If you give me 10 minutes, I might be able to glean a little bit more information.
Okay.
Maybe not read the note, but
I mean, we're still drinking our tea, so go ahead.
Yeah, we can wait 10 minutes. That's fine.
I'll cast Identify on the note. Just on the off chance that I can discern the origin of the note rather than, like, I know that Identify won't tell me what it says.
Okay. Make an Arcana check.
Natural 20.
Nice. So,
26.
just in general, sort of looking at this note, like, because with a nat 20 as well, we'll assume that was somewhere between like an Arcana and an Investigation check as like a whole.
It's the same modifier.
It appears non-magical.
Okay.
It is just like a sort of mundane. Is it vellum? It's just like a type of drawing surface, like a sort of leathery parchment, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It's like an animal skin.
Yeah, animal skin parchment.
Never had
Again,
that word before in my life.
To resist the heat needed for obviously heating it. It looks like,
Nom, 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 nom.
obviously, knowing now that when you heated it revealed text. And to be fair, it did blacken it quite heavily. Oh, hang on, you haven't got the original note, have you?
No, I'm. Oh no, I haven't. I gave him.
Oh no, you copied it down.
No.
Yeah.
You
So-
plonker.
Yeah.
Balls, my
No
bad.
vellum. Never mind.
Yeah, you don't know it was made of anything. No, to be fair, when you first inspected it,
seen
you
that,
you would have known because you've used vellum before now.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, I got nothing.
Okay.
I mean, I know plenty of CD characters, but as Shrimp said, like, it's more
Sorry,
likely
my
to
brain
be...
just went. Ross is normally a CD character.
Roz is the seediest character. And like I have my fair few connections with gangs and stuff, but I just don't understand. I don't know what they'd be able to do to help us.
Well, I think we should go and check out that shop.
Let's start with the poison.
Yeah.
We gotta start somewhere, so we can walk and talk.
As a thing as well, I forgot to tell you when I gave you that armor, you have had a +1 to your strength this whole time and not been using it.
That would
Just
come in
because
handy.
your intelligence is +1, and you can add that to your.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. Is that just for saves and checks? Was it-
Checks and saves, but it is on top of the strength modifier.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I was just wondering if it was more like if it just upgraded it flat so you could, get the additional bonus.
I don't think it's for like attacks.
Yeah.
No. But you
I
feel
mean,
slightly stronger.
We could go and talk to some of the girls.
Power of the mind.
They would have seen lots and lots of people, and quite potentially could have seen tattoos.
Like you try to tiptoe around the fact that they've definitely seen the tattoos if they've been with someone.
It's,
But he's just like, yeah, because they are in the crowd.
It's possible,
God, I hope
but
this joke
I just
makes it to the end of the campaign without it naturally being spoiled.
I just
people are
think
gonna
that
be
like
super careful, right? They're not gonna be.
no.
No. Okay.
But I'm
You
just
got that
I'm
much
just
confidence in yourself. Huh?
I'm just concerned that we're gonna turn up to the apothecary and be like, "Hi, has anyone been looking for poison?" And they're gonna be like, "Yeah, shitloads of people, like wives that want to poison their husbands and fuck knows who else."
We could ask to see their. They're gonna have a book, right, with stock and who they sold it to, maybe.
I mean,
Do you know if
Do
there's
they
a
need to show us
tattoo
that?
artist in town? Just,
What are the odds they got the tattoos in the city, though?
it's possible. A lot of people don't even leave the town that they're from.
And what if they're not like ordinary tattoos? What if they're like spooky tattoos?
spooky.
My uncle used to do spooky tattoos. They were great.
How about we go and ask them about, subtly ask them about poison without being like, "Hi, have
Did
you
you
seen
sell
these guys?"
any poison to guys with weird tattoos?
They're gonna say
So
yes.
we're starting to narrow it down now.
I've got a feeling they're gonna say yes.
Like, Scarius huffs and then goes, oh no, but I haven't seen the guy, have I? With the spidery tattoos. Oh, bugger. I was
He was
gonna
chopped to bits and burnt before.
use disguise self and just become him and then just go and talk to people. But
Did
yeah.
we
I would have been
not?
smart.
Did we not see him when he had the note?
No, that was another.
No, that wasn't one of the cultists. That
Oh, that
was
was
the
someone else.
messenger.
Yeah, that was one
Yeah.
of the informants just handing it off, and you didn't see who did it to him.
So
No.
this guy had a vial on him as well, didn't he?
Yeah, the one
In
that
the
was
possessions.
chopped and burnt.
We should have taken the vial. We could have given it to the apothecary, and we could have been like, "What kind of poison used to be
I
in
could
this?"
have identified it.
Oh, damn.
I mean, we could just go to Kezra's now and see if they've still got it.
True. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so you take a bit of time to get over to Kezra's. It's about 11 o'clock by the time you get there, with like a slightly later start to like make up for the late night and just chilling, having a good breakfast. So it's about 11 a.m. and you get to the front, and the dwarves at the front gate recognize you from last night and let you in. Ironfoot comes and he's like, shh, he's fucking sleeping and I want to keep it that way.
So do I. So.
Lilith is like,
No,
I
for God's
don't
sake,
like-
I will fucking cut you.
The
This is the
glass.
first time in about, I don't know, a month and a half that I haven't had a headache. Please, for the love of God.
The glass vial that the guy had.
Yeah.
Can we have it?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Hang on. And he goes out and like tiptoes into the dining room as best he can in like full play dark. It's still like,
Oh, disadvantage stealth.
yeah, to the point. Actually, I will.
Oh
roll
no.
it. And it's
That's a nat one.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna be that asshole as well and wait for him to come back before I go. Oh, and I also won the note.
But yeah, he's straight up like, ching, 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 and he's like got this scrunched up face as if to be like, fuck, please. Goes, guess it, comes back, gives it to you, and he's like, anything else?
I feel like your
the
headache.
note. I know I gave it to you, but I think I can
Oh, yeah,
identify
hang
it.
Luckily, he goes into a bag, and as he like puts her into his hand, you can just hear, Archibald, I'm awake. Archibald, Ironfoot. What? Did Archibald come back?
Just gonna be like
And
best,
then he has
best
the-
of luck.
He has like a look on his face, and he goes, "Oh fuck, Archibald didn't come back yet." And he goes, no. Why? Is he not up there with you?"
Does Kezra normally send Archibald out to like shop for things in the middle of the night?
I don't think he normally stays up much past about 9 p.m. So like, no, I don't think he realised the time. I'm gonna have to go send the lads out for Archibald.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah, he's like, if Archibald ends up dead, I fucking quit. I absolutely quit. There's no way I'm listening to that man cry over Archibald, and there's no fucking way that I am replacing him. No chance. And he goes, I'll go look for him. Well, no, I'll send the lads to go look for him. Thank you. As you were, Ironfoot.
Hi, Kezra.
Do you think you could bring me a cup of tea? Please fucking kill me.
You're gonna be fine. You're stronger than I am, metaphorically speaking.
If it wasn't the fact the money is just so good, I'd just leave. But the money is better than I've ever had on any other job.
Bye, Kezra.
He goes, wait a minute. Is that the people from last night? Is the little one there?
No, this is somebody else.
Oh, all right then.
Dude is like very best to put on a different voice.
It's just okay. If you see him, let him know I asked about him.
Go. Come on.
He's like, I wish you luck.
We literally, I literally
Scarpering.
head for like the first place that's just like a table and chairs that I can just sit
Yeah, so
down
there's
and
plenty of
identify
like this part of the city being in the King's View, sort of like, you know, elite living area, as well as being quite near the university and the temples and stuff. There's plenty of like little parks and like greeneries and things, but you spot a sort of traditional picnic table looking thing, but you realize that it's in like a small, like, private graveyard almost. Maybe not private, but not private that no one can walk through it. It's like a public park, but just like it looks like very few people
Like a
are
small-
buried here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's a picnic table.
Okay. I just sit down and cast identify on the
Okay.
2 items.
Yeah. So now you know it's actually vellum. It doesn't seem to be magical. Neither does the vial itself, but there is a very faint trace of would poison be evocation?
I'm not
It's
sure.
like poison spray and
It's
stuff.
just magical,
Faint
I guess. Is it
Trace of
poison?
death.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Because
you
alchemy and
Instead of
arcana don't always
yeah,
overlap.
instead of a
Yeah.
school of magic, then you do detect a necrotic energy coming from it. But it's very faint. It's like very trace amounts left at the bottom. But yeah, the paper, you're not getting anything magic. You're just sort of reconfirming what you thought about it being this like old version of a modern language. However, what you know of this script, which isn't a lot, but you know just enough, it seems wrong. It seems like the letters are like just where they shouldn't be. Is like a lot of groupings of stuff where you think those wouldn't normally be next to each other, like, because you're thinking,
Okay.
well, in the modern one this would connect to this in this way, but now they're sort of like jumbled. So you do think more along the lines of a cipher than a direct translation then.
Got you. Okay. Okay.
Okay, I think we
it's
need to go.
scrambled. It's weird.
We need to go to one of the apothecaries and see if whose vial this is, if we can. As
If
in,
we
like,
can.
is this a specific type of vial you sell? And then, if not, I think that we should potentially go and see people who are more likely to have come across these sort of people. Maybe
I still
like
think
the
it's
monks
worth
and stuff.
if there's not too many of them, if we find out the locations of tattoo artists, just on the off chance that there's only a few in town.
Yeah. Do I know any?
You know of one that specifically works within the Petrocinis and basically exclusively tattoos the Petrocinis, but that's it.
Could I? Does the remnants, whatever like tiny drop is left in that vial, does it like smell of anything in particular?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Just see what sort of thing you're picking up.
That is 6. I've been rolling so bad today.
Okay, so you're not getting any of the subtleties from it because there's just an overwhelming stench of death. Basically, it's like because this vial is probably only about 1.5 inches tall. Very like it's like a dead flat bottom as opposed to like a test tube bottom, but it is a cylinder. So it's just like an actual like little tube with like a little cork bung in it.
Yeah, I know the type.
And the moment you take it off, it's just like cadaverine. It's such a pungent like stink. So you just like recork it. You're like, oh, there's you cannot find any subtleties in it. It is just corpse smell.
I'm gonna just
Oh,
dip a finger in it really quick.
Okay,
I know this
it
is
starts
stupid, but
to make your finger burn.
just
But
like
I
wipe
mean,
it
like,
off.
sort of more like a caustic burn. Actually, not even like acidic, more like an alkali burning.
Oh, okay.
So like your finger starts to like bubble slightly and go a bit like waxy, soapy.
Scarius goes to say something, then he realizes he got his face blown off by a music box. He's just like, he's gonna let it happen.
It's like wiping it off
Live and learn.
on like his leathers, like ow.
Yeah, like you got it off, but it is just now your finger smells like you've put her in a corpse, and
Ew.
From
you
like
just
the tiniest little
yeah,
bit, it's
you've
that
just got
strong.
like a general tingle to it now, and it's like
That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Should I taste it?
Sure.
What the No.
No.
Pretty chaotic.
That's what I was about to do, but I'm having second thoughts now.
Do you want your tongue to look like that?
Not particularly, no, but the tongue heals really fast.
Or you just die?
Oh yeah, there's that.
And we don't have the guy to bring us back anymore.
Okay.
So maybe don't do that.
Okay, good point. Good point. Put the cork back on it.
yeah. So there's just
You
sort of now wherever you like, anytime you move your hand past your face, you're just like, oh,
Ah, God.
fuck.
Is there like a nearby
Like, you're just walking around with it, like,
well or
awkwardly down
fountain
your
that I
side.
can just kind of like rinse it in?
Yeah, so there is actually a little fountain because obviously being in like this little graveyard thing, there's plenty of flowers, but not just ones that are like plucked and put on the graves, but like around the graves there's a lot of well tended to flowers, so obviously they need to be watered. So there is a fountain. But even so, it's like you put it under there, the tingling continues for a while, then it starts to go like numb, and then you just sort of like can't feel the tip of your finger at all. You're like nothing. But the smell just about lingers. Now it's just a case of if you accidentally forget and you scratch your face or like pick your nose, you're gonna be like, but other than that, you're fine.
Okay.
This all reminds Scarius. He goes, "Oh, before we go around injuring ourselves, I've taught Gonk a new trick." And Gonk sort of like, you can see the little heart on Gonk glow, and everyone gets 1d8 plus 3 temporary hit points.
Nice.
1d8. Well, I don't know.
So
what
I roll for
Diamond
it,
die.
and then
Alright.
you all get the same.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's 4 plus 3, so you get 7 temporary hit points.
Hey, tasty.
Nice. I love her.
The timing on that was impeccable. On
Oh.
the health. Because as Bax is finishing up washing his finger off,
Shit.
Zombies.
no, you can hear like a rumbling,
Mad monster.
Oh, it's gonna be the
turn
fucking
around.
mud monster.
and very much so, there is a pile of dirt hurtling towards you, and up from the floor bursts this mud creature.
for revenge.
So, we will have a break and roll
Oh.
initiative after it.
Yes.
Okie doke.
Fucking mad monster.
You're gonna have
Like
to do
the only patch of earth. Oh yeah, of course.
You're the button clicker man. The button boy. We'll be back soon. Bye.
Goodbye.
Welcome back. Before the break, we.
Aye,
Oh, hang on. We'll wait for to have to jump back in. There we go. Before the break, we checked the.
Hello, please.
Checked over the vial of poison and the note from the supposed cultist, and Bax went to go and clean his hand off in a fountain, and is now a little bit isolated from the party,
Oh shit.
with a mud weird hurtling towards him.
How much mud is around? Like,
More than enough.
Yeah.
no, I mean,
like even the sort of like gravelly paths are quite
Yeah.
like
so it's
it's
not
very
like we
fine
can just get
gravel
onto the
loose dirt.
pavement and be away from it.
No, it's
It's
very
the most
much
obvious
like
place for it to come up. It's
you're
like
in like this.
one of the only
You
patches
are?
of dirt in the city.
I can't sit still.
Can't sit still, and I was like, "Oh, Scrimp really hurt your ass." Didn't he?
Mine's ADHD legs. I'm just like fold them up underneath me and then like, yeah.
So, would you all like to roll initiative for
No.
me,
Come
please?
Don't let me down.
Nat 20.
Okay. Okay.
Not
19.
20.
We're looking good.
And it's the red bastard.
So you're
Wow.
both.
It's gonna betray you.
So what's
Yeah,
your
it is.
with your modifier? What's total?
Initiative 24.
No one got higher than 24.
I got 24 as well.
Oh, you fucking hell. 24.
You got a rogue and a monk, haven't you? So.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Scarius, Lilith. You guys can choose what goes there. 15 to 20.
19.
19. Bloody hell, guys. You were ready.
We're gonna pummel this thing. Let's go.
It's because we're like, everything is spooky. We just
Yeah.
need to be constantly
What did
ready.
you 10. Okay.
Briarleaf was not ready.
Briarleaf is
To be
still
fair
looking at
though,
the
she's
note.
kind of like looking. Who am I looking at? Am I
Me.
looking at Lilith? I'm just. I'm looking at your
Lost in the
boobs.
sauce.
Just like this.
Relief. There we go. So, this mud creature that was lovingly summoned by Roger before he fucking snuffed it to birds. That was pretty
Oh,
brutal.
Tommy's
That
gonna
was
be
a
mad at
bad
me
way
now.
to go, dude.
Yeah. Munched up.
Pecked to
Killed his
death.
master.
Scarius spots it roughly the same time as Bax does and sort of points it out to Lilith because Lilith is sort of like, it is behind you a bit. And obviously points it out to Briarleaf and she's like, what? Oh. There's just that extra second of delay before she jumps into action. So first is either Scarius or Lilith.
Well, you've seen it first. I think you should go
Okay.
first.
I
After you.
No, after you.
I seem to remember that bludgeoning damage did better than slashing damage on this thing. Or am I wrong? I just remember that happening at some point.
Make a nature check.
Okay. Or was that a different creature?
That's how you
Nothing,
train
that
it.
one.
That's not what I need.
Okay, that is up to you as a player.
Okay, let's play with my new toy anyway. So, I run.
It's a copper vibrator.
I run towards it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Step of the wind. Stab.
Okay.
Give him the old stabbaroo. Let me
I feel like
just...
this is definitely something.
Wait,
Cass
double
has written
stab?
down.
No, I just...
Oh, right. I was going to say, no, I was just trying to calculate in my head. I was like, isn't Step of the Wind a bonus action, though?
Yeah.
Okay. Give it a good old shanking.
Step of the wind. I want to mark off my points.
I just love, quick, stab the mud!
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think this is quite intense enough on the slider. Bit more bass. Let's crank it all the way up.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, so... I'll use...
Nothing more intense than an explosion. Yeah, that's the noise of Scarius stabbing this mud.
26 to hit.
Oh, fuck, that hits.
Okay.
I'd hope so, too. Like, I know he may have upgraded since last time, but not that much.
Okay, that's 7 slashing damage, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will, actually, I've always liked the idea that with daggers,
Yeah, that's
because of how
when you poke
versatile
it
they
in.
are, you can sort of, depending
Say
how
what
you
you're
describe it, it can either be piercing or
Oh,
slashing.
you've got a rapier, haven't you? And you can slash or stab
Like
with a
that.
rapier.
That's a good house rule.
Yeah,
Like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I have definitely written it down, but it just says
Okay, so
nothing, as
that's
it's
me,
made
I
of
guess.
mud.
Sorry, how much was it, did you say?
7.
7.
Nothing, as it's made of mud.
7 slashing.
I'm fairly certain my
Thunder and lightning, nothing.
lightning doesn't affect
Yeah,
it.
thunder and lightning, nothing, as it's made of mud.
Yeah, but I'll take my extra melee attack damage. And the resistance.
Yeah. Okay, Lilith.
Hi. I'm gonna run up on her. See anything I can do.
5, 10, 15,
It's
20,
me.
25. How much movement speed have we got? 30. Do you want a bonus action rogue dash?
Mm-hmm. If I need to.
You can get a flank on it.
Yeah. Go for
flank
it.
your flank.
Okay, now I'm gonna stab him.
Yeah, so you have an action and a bonus action left.
Stab the mud! Everybody stab the mud!
Oh, the double bonus action.
Mhm.
19 to hit.
Hits.
And now
I love this piece of music.
8 plus 4.
Pocket bard.
D8.
Pocket bard.
What a...
Making bangers since whenever they started, because I didn't check.
I think it was only last year or the year before.
They came up on my TikTok the other day. There's
Yeah.
a video of them
Yeah,
at
I
one
keep
of the
getting
cons.
adverts from.
Yeah.
Probably because I keep going, Pocket Bard. My phone is listening, so.
6 damage.
6 damage. Very nice.
Don't I then get my... Can I use my things? I'm...
Sneak attack.
Yeah.
You are sneaky.
I am the sneakiest.
Kind of sneaky.
Which is
though.
funny because you are like
3d6.
built.
Huh?
Which is funny because you built. Like, you described Lilith as being like tall as shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she's like... Yeah. Yeah. 8
Nice.
from my... whatever that is. And then my dagger. Huh! Oh, where are you? Why and where? 10. To hit,
Miss.
of course. Fucking red bastard.
So,
It was fine for a while, and then it's like, now.
next is Bax.
Right.
Get it, Bax.
I'm gonna turn around.
What's around?
Run and like vault over that grave. Just running in while screaming, activating the rage.
Nice.
So I'm gonna go into a little ragey rage. He would need to make the dex save on the storm aura, but if I remember rightly, he is immune.
to
so
lightning.
yeah, but that's fine because
Yeah, so you do give it a zap again.
on the damage.
Then it just sort of goes. And then you're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Shit. But at least I'm feeling
Yeah.
I'm feeling
Closer.
pumped. It's fine. So I will make my first attack with the maul. What we got? That was a 16 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. And it's gonna be 2d6 plus 7 on the damage. 15 damage.
Woof.
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. Okay.
Continuing to scream, bringing them more up and like going for like an underswing to try and hit this thing like
Yeah.
up
So
this time.
like as you do bring it down, it does like lose the momentum slightly, sort of reinforcing the opposite of what you remembered. Just that as you hit with like the bludgeoning strike, it's just like
Yeah,
this
just-
slow like fuck. Okay. So yeah, the uppercut to try and like
yeah, try and just
launch some
continue
mud
my
off
swing.
it.
Right, okay. How are we looking? That was 15.
Miss.
Damn. Damn. Stuck in the mud. Was it 7 plus? Yeah, that was
Okay.
15. I was making sure
Cass
my,
just looked at me
making
like
sure my
with a
math
slight
was
panic in
right.
her eyes, but I'm not sure if it was intended or not.
No, I think it's just my face.
Fair enough.
Just panic.
Resting
face.
panic face.
Yeah.
Pull them
No
all
resting
out of the
face,
mud,
but-
and that's going to end my turn.
Cool. Next is its go, because it
No.
got the jump on Briar Leaf. Okay,
Brian Leaf.
let's see what it's gonna do.
It's not a thing.
It's really blurry in the thing. I don't know if we can do anything about it though, because it's the light is on air and that.
Oh, the battle cam.
I can change the focus on the thing. You'll have to let me out though.
Okay.
It's just looking like
Yeah,
a
there's
bit of a blob
shine.
at the moment.
Yeah.
That's all, so.
We'll carry on anyway.
Oh, it's on my
Um,
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, it with that
Danger.
big strike on backs and considering it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Steady on now.
Chaos.
As it was coming towards you anyway, it's gonna strike at you backs first.
Okay. Bring it on!
Oh, actually, what's the angle? Maybe not. Okay. Oh, that is cocked. It was stuck between a 1 and a 19, so that's quite important. Ooh, that is going to be a 15 to hit.
Oh, that misses me.
Okay, so it
Suck it, mud.
strikes at you with one of these like big lashing tendrils, but as you sort of strike it, it knocks it just enough that as you're pulling it out, it just moves some of the mud, so it has to like reform to keep
cool.
this arm in. But it is now going to.
I haven't been keeping a track of damage.
It's essentially gonna in a one
Sorry.
block around it, so like a 20-foot diameter square, then 10-foot radius. So it'll hit you three.
Okay.
Essentially gonna slam the ground in a way that's gonna try and knock you prone. So I would like Scarius, Lilith, and Bax to all make dexterity saving throws,
Ooh,
please.
yes, I get advantage.
What
Ooh.
is it? A
Yeah, it's
dot?
an effect I can see,
You know,
yes.
like there's a dot next to it. That's advantage, isn't it? Like
Uh,
that.
No, that's just proficiency. It would say
sorry.
advantage underneath there.
Like underneath
Yeah.
there.
And
Oh, okay.
Down at the bottom, so you've got advantage against being charmed.
Yeah,
but
okay.
not
That's what the
anything
A
else.
is.
Yeah,
That makes sense. Thank you. I like punched your hand.
that was fine.
Dex save, was it?
Dex save, yeah.
That's
Okay.
a 6.
22.
16.
Okay, you two make it. You do not. So, Scarius, you take 7 bludgeoning damage and get knocked prone.
Okay.
Lilith and Bax, you take halved, so 4, but halved again for you because you're raging.
Yeah, so 2.
So 2. Wait, haven't you got that thing where if you make a dex save, you half it any? Wait, no, was it? If you successfully make a dex save, you ignore it?
Uncanny dodge.
Yeah, what's the uncanny dodge thing?
If you succeed at one that would give you half damage, you instead take no damage.
Okay,
I
then yeah,
think, if I remember
I think
rightly.
that's right.
When
That's
attack
right.
of the UNC hits you, you can use your reaction to half the attacker's damage against you.
Oh no, that's. No, I'm thinking
Ah.
of evasion. I'm thinking of evasion.
Evasion. Right. Okay.
So I'm prone.
Never
as well.
mind. Yeah. Yeah. You flatten your ass
But I can use that anyway. I can just use that every time it attacks me, right? Because it's a reaction.
as a reaction. Yeah.
Yeah,
So once.
but
per
then
turn.
you won't be
If
able
it
to
hits you
opportunity
twice,
attack.
obviously,
Yeah.
you can only
That's
pick the one.
Like, so now I can do it if I wanted to, but it's only
Yeah.
2, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you'd save 2 health, basically. You take 4, you'd save 2.
Yeah, so I'll just take 4 damage then.
Yeah, cool. Now it is going to move by basically semi-submerging and just pushing through. So Scarius, as you're prone, you're going to basically get, like, surfed with it.
No.
Okay.
So it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and you're going to end up there.
I love that imagery. I'm just like churned up in this.
Yeah, you just
Guys,
get
guys,
this thing like
guys.
slams the floor. As you land flat on your back, there is just this weird ripple of mud. You're like, what?
Does it not take opportunity attacks then because it went under?
It does, but it does only half damage, so you too can make
Ooh,
opportunity attacks.
I'll go on him. Why not? Yeah, let's do it.
Do it.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm not going to use my reaction for anything else. Yeah,
roll to hit. Roll to hit
it,
there.
yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is flat half, but obviously because it's resistant to bludgeoning as well, it'll take a quarter.
23.
Hits.
Cool.
15 just misses.
Let's take the core of this, but it is.
You realise now as well that
7.
this thing is cobbled together so much of the, because obviously when it was created it was pure mud, it was just this horrible slick slimy thick mud, but now it's got a lot of fragments of stone in it, a lot of like gravelly and glassy bits, but also it's picked up a much darker hue where it's been going along these like black subterranean like pillars where obviously the sort of foundations of the table buildings, so it's like picking up a lot of black around the areas where it's been rubbing against it, so it is tougher than when you last fought it in
cool.
terms of like AC.
Nice. Would have been 12 damage, so I think it'll take 3.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Still something.
Damage is damage.
I think you did half a damage.
Yeah, but it's halved anyway because he's using bludgeoning.
Yeah.
So it would normally half it because it's bludgeoning, and because of the submersion thing, a lot of the actual body sort of like spreads out into the ground, so it's half again.
Yeah.
So 12 to 6 to 3. Bryleaf. This thing has come like hurtling towards you, and you just see Scarius like riding a wave towards you, like tumbling round. It's
That's
sort of like,
so funny in
you know,
my head.
yeah,
There's
you know
even a
when-
moment where I like reach for your arm and I'm like, whoop.
you know when people get stuck in like, well, actually the rapids. Remember?
Yeah.
So there was a kid basically drowning in
Centre Parks.
Ah, less funny.
Stuck in the rapids because obviously where the water was hitting the rest of the water, it creates this barreling motion.
Yeah.
So this kid was just rolling round in it, so I just picked him up by his arms. He's like, "Put me down, put me down," and I was like, "I'll let you drown
I've
next time."
saved
Don't
your
worry about
life,
it.
child.
Are you sure it wasn't me? Pop it down! Like, that's
But
definitely
yeah,
something I would
basically,
do.
that's exactly what's happening to Scarius, where it's not even just pushing him; he's like straight up rolling as he's going. He's like, "Help!" So yeah, Briley, you've got this quite comedic
I don't
thing
even think like
towards you.
Bryleaf got off the bench. She was just
Yeah, she
like,
just still sat down with him, just going.
That's funny.
Can I get up on the bench?
Yeah.
Because she's gonna go. Oh shit. Okay. And then,
I have the high ground.
I'm alright for my bow and I. In range. I don't know why I ask that every time, but
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, you're like 15 feet away.
okay. I'm gonna try and hit him then.
If anything, you're a little too close for comfort.
Too close for my comfort.
Dirty 20.
It's
Hit. That's it. I forgot what to do. I'm okay now. Oh, nice. 10
Everyone's
damage.
just vibing.
Yeah. This is a banger.
yeah, it's a bang.
Good battle music.
Okay, 10 damage, and the birds. Although this time, the birds you get are crows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Because they're in a tree next to the graveyard, because thematic.
I imagine when you do
Yeah.
it, you actually flip the bird and then they all turn up.
She's given the signal. Go.
The bat signal calls us! Oh, it actually was a bat signal last time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that's 6.
6?
Yeah. And
Good
then I'm gonna use my bonus action to Hunter's Marker for next turn.
Because you
'Cause
forgot
I
to
forgot
just
to.
now.
Yes.
Okay, but you've got a second arrow shot now anyway, haven't you? It's a range at level 5.
Yeah, you get
Got two
two. You
attacks.
got 2 attacks.
Oh yeah.
But
Forgot about
I just
that.
want to sort of go back to those crows a sec. They are all sitting in the like a tree, and you don't really see them. So when you go to call down the cockatoos, and you expect them to sort of descend from the heavens again because they just seem to arrive. You're like, go, and then you can just hear ah, ah, and like all these massive swarm of black crows just come spinning down around it, and you're just like, well, that's a surprise to even me.
Briley's the cool kid, and she. She's the cool kid in school.
That's all
Sit
I
to the
want
back
in
of the
life,
bus.
is to be able to command the
honest
crows.
to God, I would give my left nut to be able to like
God,
command
yeah.
the crow.
Just
Just
got
one.
one.
Just one crow, yeah.
We've only got one.
Ha ha, funny. That was a rumor in school because I had an operation, and then they just spread around that. Oh, he had an operation to remove his ball. I have two,
Don't get him out.
but now I have like an antichrist scar, so like
Wait.
that's fun.
You've only got
Nice.
2.
3 balls, 3 balls.
Only 3?
How high can we go before the joke dies?
Okay, my second thing hits on 16.
Okay, this time it does hit, but you also do get Hunter's Mark this time.
It's just on D6 at the moment, isn't it?
It's, I
Yeah.
think so. Is it always 1d6? Hunter's Mark?
Does it not go
I
up?
think so.
And maybe
I don't think it scales when you cast it to high
No, it
levels, does it?
doesn't.
So I think it
That's
is always.
sad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still just flat damage as long as you keep concentration.
2.
2.
Get it.
On top of, what was the base damage, did you say? Of the arrow? Not just Hunter's Mark.
I didn't know that.
Right, okay. Roll the arrow.
10.
Wow, okay, yeah, that was a considerable difference. Fucking hell. Cool. Back up to the top with Scarius or Lilith.
Me again? Okay.
Right, so while you're on your ass,
Yeah.
get up.
Okay, I stand up.
Grab a brush up and make up. Oh, fuck. Oh, you caught him.
Oh, has he caught you? Wow.
What is this, Pal World? Good game, by the way. Good game. That dates this video, doesn't it? It's like it's just come out.
I stand up, I type in the air, and I clap my hands together and cast Thunder Wave.
Nice.
Nice.
Con 14.
Con 14. Okay, what is its con? Okay. That is a 12, so you succeed.
Nice.
Piss to you, mud monster.
Piss to you.
Piss to you, mud monster.
Off ye, fuck you, muddy prick.
All 3 of us tonight.
I know, we're really fidgety today, me.
I'm excited.
I like mud.
I like mud. I like hitting things.
That's 9 thunder damage, and it's moved 10 feet away from me.
Okay.
Get back, you beast.
So that's my action.
So yeah, you sort of like, knowing that this thing is sort of semi-connected to the ground in a way, instead of just blasting it forward, you sort of like scoop with it, so you actually like end up leaving essentially like a crater behind it.
Push him in.
You'll just fill it.
Yeah,
You'll just be like this much shorter.
yeah, but then he'd be happy, like, just laying
Maybe
there,
he'll
like,
chill out.
jacuzzi.
yeah, he'd essentially, like, just fill in a pothole. He'd just, like, melt it into it.
I then close the distance.
That's quite funny.
Yeah,
Like, be gone!
I was trying to get him back in with the melee people.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, to be fair, it's smart.
I like it.
and then I punch it.
Okay.
Monks be monkin'.
Mucking around.
Monkin' business. The hit album by the...
It does not
I
hit.
was trying to think of a Black Eyed Peas pun, but it just wasn't working. The Black Eyed Palms.
Oh, that's good.
Nailed it. Oof.
10.
To hit? No. No, you just... you sort of close the gap again, but you just lose your foot in on where you've essentially created this mud. And you've just gone...
Yeah.
And it's just slowly sinking. Like, oh no. As you pull it, you got that suction again. It's like...
Yeah.
You just fisted the mud monster.
You're just covered in
Yeah,
it.
it
to
is.
like there.
Yeah.
Okay, Lilith.
Okay. I'm gonna run up on him and biff him.
And you get a +2 because you're flanking.
19. No,
Hits anyway.
Yeah. That is a number.
Number more than what I need.
Yeah.
You know that number? Yeah. It's a really high number.
It's just a
Somewhere
number.
between 12 and bluff.
My brain just is like, no. Numbers, no. 19 and 4 is 23, 25, it would have been.
Right.
I love this song. It's so good.
Yeah.
We need to fight in graveyards more often.
12
12 damage, Jesus.
was my rapier.
With your poker.
She basically just, like, did that, you know, like Zorro, but with
Yeah.
Lilith. She's just
Yes.
written an L in it. Like
Take
all
the L, mud
fancy.
monster.
Yeah, like an actual cursive.
Yeah, like
Take
a
the
proper
L. That's amazing.
Yeah, but then you're like, haha, look what I did. And then before you get a chance to show anyone, it just goes and reforms.
Oh.
Dagger time. Oh, no, wait, should I do my thing first, my sneak attack first?
Yeah.
And then I'll
My,
do...
my brain just did the Peter Parker. It's dagger time, but like the pizza time thing. But now I've got do 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 in my head, and Lilith just sort of
Dagger
cutting
time.
this thing up.
8.
Okay, bloody hell.
Did I miss anyone taking damage while I was adjusting the thing?
No.
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 Okay.
That
No,
was
Bax
8.
managed to stop
And
it
then...
grappling him.
Now dagger time. Now I get 2 dagger.
Stop.
2 dagger times,
Dagger time.
don't I? Dagger time! 21.
Anyway, yep.
21.
It's crazy how many 21s have come up this campaign.
Mm.
It's probably
It's not
roughly
like plus
equal
4
with other
though, is
stuff,
it?
but
It's just my d4, but not plus 4.
just your d4.
Cool. What are
One.
you? 1. And then again?
Yep.
No.
Curse you,
12.
red bastard.
No, not again.
12.
Okay, Baxter.
Okay. I will. Would I be on a flank if I went here?
I'll say so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's
It's just because you're on the actual opposite.
+2, isn't
Direct.
it? We're doing.
Yes, plus
Ooh,
2.
Lovely. Okay. Let's go. 15. It's gonna miss.
Just misses.
Down on the first. And then, yeah, swinging again straight away. Oh, that's more like it. Dirty 20.
Nice.
So it's about +7. Okay. Ooh, okay. 8, 15 damage, bludgeoning.
Yep. Cool.
Go away. Stupid
Um,
monster.
Bonus action isn't gonna do anything because it's lightning damage. So, is there anything else I can do?
Punch it.
No. No, I think that's me.
Cool. Now is its turn.
Oh, I keep forgetting about reckless attack. I need to do that.
So, first of all, it's going to swipe at both Bax and Lilith.
No, please.
Like an attack roll.
This one was cocked. So Lilith is a 13 to hit,
No.
and Bax is a 15 to hit.
No.
No.
Okay, that's one attack whiffed. Then he's going to swing backwards at Scarius.
Ooh.
Ooh, that is a 21 to hit.
Oh man. Said Scarius. In his normal voice.
Yeah, the one that he hasn't been faking
Can
this whole
he?
time.
Is he targeting 2 with a single attack?
Yes.
Can you imagine
I like
if Scar's
that.
actually
I like
sounded
that.
like that? He's been putting on a front this whole time.
That is
He
an
forgets.
11
He
bludgeoning
forgot 'cause
damage.
He's been
Okay.
whacked.
A firm thwack.
When the attack hits me, you two see my eyes roll into the back of my head, and you hear quite clearly Infernal. I say, "Your life is forfeit," but just
Menacing.
yeah, and it's not my accent anymore either. It's just like
In Infernal, you're just some fucking pot English guy.
yeah, and that is ooh. I need 3 of these guys. Really. Has 19 points of fire damage.
Okay, a lot of the fire seems to be absorbed by these stones. Like you see them heating up, but it doesn't seem to all sort of bake the mud.
Oh man.
Dude's got resistances out the
Wazoo.
wazoo.
Yeah, to be fair, that's one gripe I have with the monster manual, is that a lot of resistances either don't make sense, but there's just a lot of stuff that's supposed to be like a high level encounter with like no resistances.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck that. It's fun.
This thing's
It
made
makes
of
you
mud.
Think, yeah,
Like,
it makes you think about what you're doing with it.
yeah.
Is that you? Oh, wait, no, that was its turn.
That was
Fuck.
my reaction.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Every time someone does a reaction, my brain just breaks. Okay,
It's your turn
so
now.
that's it. Yeah, it's 2 just regular attacks, but now it's going to try and constrict one person. I will roll to make it fair. Lilith. So it's gonna
Give him a
swing
mud
at
hug.
you with a
That worse.
dirty 20 to hit.
No.
Ooh, that is 6 bludgeoning damage. No, sorry, 9 bludgeoning damage. 9.
Okay,
And then I need you to make a DC 15 athletics check for me, please.
Okay, should I take the 9 off first?
Yeah, that goes through regardless.
I'm gonna half it.
Mhm.
So,
Round up to 5. So, yeah, you take the 5 damage.
okay. And then, what was it? Athletics.
Yeah. DC 15 athletics check, please.
19 roll, 21.
Nice. So yeah, you manage to like slip out of its grasp. As it wraps around you, it sort of like crushes your ribs somewhat, which is where the damage came from. Like, even as someone who's worn pretty tight corsets for a large portion of her life, like, this is fucking tight. You manage just to like
She's used to
slink
slimy,
out of it a bit.
like slimy situations.
slime like
Like,
creeps groping her.
yeah, she's like, no.
Yeah, that's pretty.
No, get off.
Okay, that is it. No, it's gonna move again.
Oh, don't surf me again.
Which direction's it gonna go?
Home.
I'm getting surfed again, aren't I?
It's it again. Okay. I can't remember what I said it was.
I
now.
was prone last time. Does me standing up now affect
Yeah,
anything?
it does actually. So it is gonna move through you regardless, but it's just a case of whether you can choose to either go with it and sort of like ride the wave, again a check, or whether you sort of manage to vault over and stay where you are. But again, regardless, it's gonna be a check.
I'm going to try and stay where I am this time.
Okay, so that is a DC 13 Dex.
10 plus... Oh, 14.
Yeah, so you just managed to like vault over this thing, but then watch it go sailing towards Briarleaf on the table.
Do they get to whack him? Whack him?
Yeah, both of you do, but again, it's halved.
Yes, let's go. 13.
Missed.
Oh no. No, it would have been less than that. 11.
26.
Not flanking anymore.
26
yeah,
rolls.
26 hits.
Eight.
Oh, actually, you get an attack opportunity on it.
Oh, yeah.
8 damage.
Oh, is it my plus as well, though?
Yeah,
Oh, 12 then.
That's a 20 unnatural now.
nice.
12, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, 21 actually. 21.
21.
Yeah, there's like stones and bits of gravel starting to like crumble off the shoulder area of this thing. Well, I say shoulder.
I was going to say, does it have shoulders?
It doesn't really have shoulders, but the upper, what is below its actual like head equivalent.
Stump.
Does anyone out on the street, have anyone kind of noticed?
Is
what's
anyone
going on?
helping, or?
No one is helping. Sorry, how much damage was it, by the way?
8 piercing damage.
8 piercing, lovely. Yeah, so a few people have noticed, but this is the part of town where it's very much the people who don't want to get their hands dirty in any capacity. And to be fair,
And he'll get them real dirty.
Yeah.
because of the sort of fencing around this area and the natural like amount of trees around this cemetery, a lot of the sound coming from it is quite muffled. The fact you're smacking mud as well, it is quite muffled. So like, there's not many people catching on to what's happening. There was like a couple of people about to like enter the little park area and then see this like thing throwing people about and you going,
Yeah.
so they're like, not today.
No,
I'd imagine
deal
just
with that.
walking up to the gate and just going,
not today,
out.
Satan.
Yeah, it just very much, this part of town very much has an attitude of, well, not my problem. Bye.
Very good.
You know, you said about
Good for them,
They don't
good
want
for
to get
them.
their hands dirty. Imagine him like pranking them by actually like dirtying their hands. Just goes up to them and goes, ha
Gotcha, bitch. Okay.
Now you're like everyone else.
Yeah, now is Bryleaf's turn, and what you've seen is basically Scarius hop the top of this thing as this thing is hurtling towards you and stops like in your face.
How'd you get over there?
We made no attempt to stop him.
Okay.
You do your man.
So he's in my melee range now, is he? Okay. Can I use my bonus action to use the force? Can you try a saving throw, strength 14?
Strength 14. Ooh, it is particularly strong. Doesn't matter.
Okay, I'm gonna push you 5 feet, I think it is. Yeah, away from me. Using the force. Ha! Look at that.
Cool.
And then,
For a reference, that's like telekinesis.
yeah.
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 Oh!
But
Sorry.
does that put her out of his melee range?
No.
So you're still at disadvantage. Can you push any further? Or
Do
is
it again! Just 5 foot.
I thought it was to a maximum. Oh, yeah. Bugger. I've seen that you can move away, but then you risk an opportunity attack.
But it's like the trade-off of a bit of damage to be able to shoot it twice with.
Yeah. Can I am gonna try and get out of his range.
You can just move to the back of the bench if you want to.
No, I will move quite way away.
Way. Which
Uh,
direction?
Towards the other bench.
Okay.
No, I will move away.
You spoiled this bench for me, now I'm going on the other one.
You're there before you. You're there before you take any opportunity attack, but it will strike out against you. That will be 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Don't know. That is 11 bludgeoning damage.
What's it doing? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got it. The 10 hit points messed
you
me
up,
up.
yeah.
You're gonna get up on this bench.
I am gonna get up on that bench.
Okay.
Okay.
Shoot him.
So I've used my bonus action now, so I can't have Hunter's Mark because
It's still up.
no.
Oh wait,
I've
no.
been
You
hit.
have to make a concentration check now against 11. So a con save.
16
Yeah,
flat. So
That's fine.
So
You're
Hunter's
still
Mark is still up.
concentrated, yeah.
Fab.
Wonderbar.
Wonderbar.
Wunderbar.
Love this waltzy section of the song.
Ooh.
Turns around, Scarus
Very
is dancing
dance
with
macabre.
Oh, I missed that 14.
Unlucky.
Damn.
I'll try again. 18.
It's
So then,
arrow damage and hunter's mark damage and bird damage.
so I think our dice is like that's the third
good.
eight. That's the third 8 I rolled though. That's weird. So +2, 10, 11, and then my birds.
Yep. So they all sort of like landed on the gravestones, like waiting for your next command.
13 altogether.
13 total.
Yeah.
Waiting
Nice.
for you to flip the bird again.
I love the idea of just going.
Yeah. So as,
Clouding
Yeah.
behind
as
you.
these crows all sort of like, they essentially just do like a big cross motion across it, so like they go from one grave and go to land on the next, and just like claw at it as it goes as they go past.
Nice.
And they take off like a few more stones and bits, and it's starting to look like it's crumbling under its own weight somewhat. So it's looking on death's door, like.
Just like your daddy. Rip Roger.
Oh, I thought you meant me. I was like, my dad's fine. Is this how you tell me?
No, Roger.
Right.
I didn't know what you were on about. I was like,
I was like, what happened? Is this how you tell me that something's happened?
Roger's his daddy.
Yeah, no, I know in game now. I just thought you were talking to me. Right, so back up to Scarius and Lilith.
Me again?
yeah, go on, you're closer. I can go if you
yeah,
want.
fuck.
Whatever.
I actually move towards Lilith.
No, please.
Just
5 or 10 feet.
5 feet.
Okay.
And then Gonk glows again, and everybody gets, except you. How many is that? 10 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Nice.
So if you've lost any,
The Monk Artificer being the main support role, as well as being able to dish out some nutty damage, is
What,
fucking chef's kiss.
what do you mean if I've... So I add 10 now hit points, don't I?
You
10
just go up to 10
temporary hit
total.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10
Yeah.
total.
You can
so even
only
if you
have
had
a-
temporary, like, you still only go up to 10.
Oh, I didn't have any left
Yeah.
anyway, so...
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, any new source
So
of
that's
temporary
obviously
overwrites
for
the
both of you
previous.
as well. Did you add yours?
Unless the old one was higher.
Yeah.
I think it, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
Taff, did you add yours as well? So it's, yeah, for both.
Oh, is it for both?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
It's
Yeah,
literally
so it'll take
anyone
me up
within
to
10 feet of me.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh wait, that includes me. Oh wait, I just did it.
Wait, I'm in 10 feet of me.
Okay, nice.
Then I
Thanks,
turn
Gonk.
around and chuck the dagger.
Okay, just stay where you are.
Um,
I mean, you may
Yes.
as well use your melee. Oh, actually, you're in its melee range anyway.
am I?
Yeah.
Okay, you
10
know what I
feet.
said?
It's 10
Move.
foot.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so it...
Couldn't get an opportunity attack, is it?
Let's use this reaction. Didn't it?
Oh yeah,
Or-
used it on.
Yeah, because it regenerates on
Riley.
its turn, not the top of the round.
Sick. You took a bullet for me.
Again.
Team player.
I always forget whether it's like... Oh, I've always been very torn between whether I want to do it all top of round.
Yeah,
Or
whether-
15.
Just misses.
Just misses.
Yeah, I think rules is written it's top of its turn. It always
Yeah.
gets it back,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I usually go with anyway, to be fair.
It makes sense.
But it sort of changes the flow of gameplay a little. When
yeah, it makes the
have-
initiative order matter a little bit more, I guess.
You,
Yeah.
I'll run up and do a flurry of blows.
okay.
So I chucked it and went, oh.
You're not even going to bother, like, retrieving it magically. You're just going to run up, punch it, and grab it out.
So that's 16.
Hits.
Just hits, I think, yeah.
Nice.
So that's
Get him.
Sweep the leg.
Mein Gott, it's warm.
that's 7 bludgeoning damage,
7 bludgeoning.
and then 20.
Yeah.
What?
Hits.
Yeah.
Keep going.
6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So, a bit of a crazy turn. Scar sort of like runs towards you, goes, gives you the health. And it's like, I'll be back. Turns around, yeet. And it's just this like hurtling of fists at this thing. And he just keeps punching, and like all these bits are like flying off, and it just gets smaller and smaller. He's just
You know when like Ip Man is focused on someone, it's just like
He just punch, and it just keeps shrinking. And then you, like, it sort of hurts a little bit, not to the point where it damages you, but you basically punch through the skull equivalent of this thing, like where the head is, and hit this, like, solid gem in the center, and knock it flying out, and as it sort of goes, all the mud just goes, just flops to the ground. It seemed to be quite like a rich blue gem that went flying.
Go get it.
But,
Nice.
oh, wait. We've got a thingy-mabob. Come on. Come on.
Is it dead?
Yay.
Victory music.
Nice.
I think it is dead.
His heart fell out.
You punched its brain out.
Nice.
Yeah, all the crows now just sort of still are chilling on these graves, just looking at you all.
Bye, babies.
It's quite ominous with that music
Yeah.
then.
I immediately go and retrieve the gem.
Okay, yeah, cool. Assumed to be a sapphire, perhaps something, similar enough, but a blue transparent gem of reasonable size, like enough to actually hurt your knuckles when you hit it.
Okay.
Nice.
I'll just note that down.
Do we want to turn the battle cam off?
Oh yes, I shall.
Only because when I was watching back last episode, I kept looking at it and I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, I was scrubbing along the bottom bar on YouTube and I was like, when is the fight over? How long is this fight? And we just forgot to turn the camera off.
Yeah.
Because we're professionals. Sweet.
Cool.
So yeah, you finally got your revenge on the mud monster. Though what it did between then and now, you do not know.
Collect stones.
Joined a cult.
Yeah, mostly just like...
Trying to kill him.
Yeah, he was actually just coming to ask you if you had any cool rocks.
Yeah. And we just punched his brain out.
They're minerals, Baxter, not rocks.
I didn't make the first thing this time, so it's all yours fault if he was friendly.
He definitely wasn't friendly. He's
No,
attacked us
to be
before.
fair, this
It was attacking us.
Yeah, it's a big poo monster. Like, he's not our friend.
Do you like the idea of starting a shit weird instead of a water weird or a mud weird?
But, like, he's
This is a
definitely,
custom
like...
statue as well.
Weird.
He's definitely been roaming around the city for however
Looking down
long.
at all he sees.
Like, picking up all the whole shit and whatever else is, like,
yeah.
around. So he's a stinky bugger.
What I don't get is how he survived so long without his creator, because normally...
His
Well,
heart.
I'd assume the arcane
Yeah.
core was what was keeping it alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Also-
surely if
What-
if Roger cast that, then surely when Roger dies the magic would.
Not necessarily.
So, no.
Magic
What-
items.
While I'm looking over the gem, I send Gonk to just chill with you.
Oh, okay.
Just so Gonk's just gonna kind of sit on the table with
And
you.
as Gonk sits on the table, one of the smaller crows comes and lands on Gonk and starts like... He's like pecking him on the head.
Are they
Or bang on the head.
friends?
You see that Gonk's what was the crossbow limbs is obviously now folded back around to turn into a heart, but they actually like move separately as well. So like, yeah.
It
just
should
a bit of a-
mechanically purr. I don't know
Like-
what that
like
would
a-
sound
oh,
like,
oh,
but
yeah,
I
like,
sort of
like,
imagine
I
it
love
almost
that.
like a clockwork, like a dull clockwork sound, like
Yeah. Like a quick
as it
like.
moves. Yeah, like maybe
Yeah.
just a really high pitched, like
Oh, I love it.
with a few every when he moves his legs, like a.
Yeah.
But yeah, this crow is obsessed. It's just, it's if anything, it's quite abrasive because there's this crow and it's just constantly like flapping its wings like. It's like fuck off.
yeah, I'm
It
gonna
goes back into crossbow.
I'm
mode.
gonna shoo it. I'm gonna shoo it away.
Fucking cannons. To yeah, like
It
3
can't-
blocks away.
Annoyingly,
2
it
buildings fall over.
I can't actually change the cannon type more than once a day. So
Although I do like the idea of it actually being a full-blown artillery piece that like crawls down to get like a better grip on the floor and then just goes,
well,
Lilith is gonna have a look around the graveyard and see if there's anything,
okay.
okay.
like anything.
Seeing that people are investigating rather than moving on, I will cast identify. But that I'll
Okay,
do that in the
yeah,
background.
so while you were casting, Lilith takes a bit of a wander while Briley plays
Bless
with her
you.
2 new
There you
friends. Just sort of like, play nice. And like, clearly Gonk is like trying to shake this thing off. But the more he moves, the more it's entertaining the crow.
No kiss.
Do you want me to get it? Do you want me to get it?
You gotta do it with a lisp. It's, no kiss.
I just give you the evil stares, like, no.
What?
No.
What? Okay, fine.
So you guys are just like making friends with creatures, manufactured and otherwise, while Lilith goes pootling about, looking at the graves and stuff.
Gonk kind of turns towards you to be like, "This crow is upsetting me."
I'm just there like,
Bax, can I borrow you for a second?
Is there anything you're specifically looking for, or like looking at? Are you looking at the graves, or looking for something else amongst them?
I'd say like initially looking at the graves, and then like looking around to see if there's anything like out of place or anything that just kind of catches it all. Like,
Okay, make an investigation check.
And meanwhile, gonna just come over and look over Scarus' shoulder at this sapphire that he's trying to identify.
Yeah, he's like
Ooh.
sort of meditating over it, and you're just like, what you doing?
Well, I was
What'd
just
you
about
find?
to
What'd you
say,
find?
whenever I'm casting Identify, I actually like go monk mode rather than artificer mode. I sit down and meditate over it rather than, like there's still like I'm making notes in the air and stuff like that. But
Was detect magic from the eye, or did you end up going for traps?
I got detect traps.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I do have
16.
detect magic available to me.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
just like a separate thing. So yeah, you sort of mooch around the graves a bit, read a few of them. Some of them seem a lot older than others, and a little more primitive, without all the additional sculptures and stuff on them, because a lot of the graves are surprisingly tall. Like, you're talking 7-8 feet tall, with like a sculpture of like a sort of monk in prayer, or not like an angel in the like sort of Judeo-Christian sense, but
Biblically
a
accurate.
traditional like a traditional more like holy figure then, but perhaps some of them having more sort of seraph style wings, but just the idea of soul ascension as opposed to specifically an angel. A lot of them have markings of the gods on them, or sort of house heraldry, that sort of thing. You find the grave of bollocks, what's his name? Hold on.
I took damage in the fight, yeah.
Gonk heals you. Well, Gonk gives you temporary hit points. I'll do that.
I am in love with this creature.
Was it Judge Scarrow?
Yeah.
Is that what I said his name was? Scarrow?
Thank
I
you.
know it's here somewhere. It's just one of those ones where I'm like flicking through so many different documents.
The the one who
Married to Belisandra
Yeah,
Scarrow.
yeah.
So you do find Judge whatever's Chop Scarrow's grave. Oh my god, it's gonna bug me now. Hold on. It's bound to be here somewhere. Tabo Scarrow. That's the one. You find the grave of Tabo Scarrow. Sort of just a little paragraph about, all the good that he did in the world, and that he always saw the good in people, and that he was basically taken away too soon because of how pure his heart was, and that he was always too good for this world from your loving wife Belisandra. But also next to that, you find a grave that says Thaniel Kesra. That's sort of the only interesting thing you find on the graves. To be fair, some of the graves they give you like a little chuckle almost, where it's just like a person's name and then how they died.
Yeah.
But just like,
To be fair, like she would be just wandering, looking, just
Is it
to
like
like
in
cool
Fable?
down a bit.
yeah, deaf Kathy, she never used to come in.
Just to cool down a bit, like she's
Yeah.
just like just wandering around
Mhm.
a bit, kind of trying to chill out.
Yeah,
more than
but-
anything. Do
What
I
was the
know
one
who that
you're
is?
standing on my face.
It's all the Disney's Haunted Mansion gravestones, like
Yeah.
from the queue line.
Do I know who Thaniel Kesra is?
No, you just recognise the surname Kesra being Thaddeus Kesra.
His dad.
You sort of mooch along like through the flowers and stuff as well, and you don't find anything within them, like on the ground, but you do come across like a patch of very dark green, near like black green tulips. They look like, but they're very oddly coloured petals, because normally like petals aren't green for the most part, like on a flower itself. But these just stick out as being weird. But they're only in a very tiny little patch. There's like maybe 6 or 7 flower heads. That's the only thing that's weird too, though.
Okay, so I'll tell you all about Judge Scarrow's grave, and then be like, and look, that we've got Nathaniel Kezra. Anyone know who that is?
Kezra.
Done.
Because
Yeah,
I know
as in, like-
Kezra.
As in Kezra?
As
Kezra?
Yeah, you know his works and stuff. Make
Yeah.
a history check.
That'd be some kind of ancestor, right?
That's a nat 1.
You know
Okay.
nothing. Don't
How
even know who you
old
are.
does the grave look?
It looks like more one of the one of the more recent ones, to be fair.
It's got to be his dad, right? It's got to be like his old man.
Written on the identify.
Do we know if
Yeah,
Kezra had any
Kezra. Yeah,
children?
cool guy.
Do we know if Kezra had any children?
Not specifically. He hasn't mentioned it. And like, even if you may have heard of his name, Scarius was sort of the only one that was like a fan of his work.
Dude's got to have family, right? So, people die, is what it is.
It's just weird. And
As you say
none
that, one of
us
the
know.
crows like locks eyes with you.
With me. Do I notice it?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like, it's sort of on the nearest grave to you. It just sort of goes, just keeps you stay,
And
Hi.
not blinking at all.
I'll point out the...
I'm going to put a hand out.
Make an animal handling check.
Oh.
Riley's
Is
like,
this the
I
same
wouldn't
one
do that if I was you.
This isn't the same one that's winding up Gonk.
No, a different one.
This sounds like danger.
This one's a particularly big one with
You're Raven.
a much more like vicious looking beak,
Oh.
where it's like sort of slightly damaged and like battle scarred, and he's got like a few white feathers under his eye.
Cool. 6.
Yeah, no, it comes lunging at you and like claws at your face, and then takes off. You take 1 slashing damage as
Ooh.
it like catches you. Ah, fuck!
And I'm going to point out the flowers to you and be like,
But yeah,
These are weird.
this crow just sort of takes off and then starts circling above you.
Ooh. That's ominous. There's an ominous thing happening. Ominous bird.
crow. Just a crow.
Do you want to control your crows? This guy, you see this? Just playing it like a cut on his cheek.
Yeah, just like a little, like, sort of vertical cut up towards the eye with just the ever so slight little bit of blood dripping out of it.
To be fair, I mean,
It's just a crow.
you had to come in.
I don't know. It was looking at me weird.
You
Can you
only have
make this crow?
yourself to blame.
I have Chicago stuck in my head all night now. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Can you know how you can make the crows do stuff? Or the birds, any birds. Can you make that bird, the one that's up there? See if you can make it come back down. I got a theory. That's all.
Don't hit it.
I got a theory. That's all.
Squash it.
Like, can you make it come back down?
Yeah.
Tightens grip.
No squashing the bird.
He actually like gets the baseball.
I'm just testing a theory. That's all.
Shall I cast? I'm going
It'd
to
be funny
cast
if you
Speak with
hellish rebuked
Animals.
it.
Speak with animals.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can't speak with animals.
I could
have
as well.
Yeah, the crows are deadly silent.
Oh, it doesn't want to talk to me?
No. The rest, like, all crows are deadly silent. Like, you haven't said anything yet, but normally when you sort of, like, cast it and tune in, sort of say, like, the bats when they first started, like, there was just a lot of sort of whispery chatter between the Melvins and the Billies.
So Riley's literally just gone, caw.
Yeah, just sort of locked up and gone,
Bring him back. Bring him back. Come on. Just getting like baseball stance on the
Did we
go.
see? Like, did we all see that it made eye contact with Bax?
he would have been too busy focusing on the spell, but yeah, you do sort of, it's less of a you saw it looking, but Bax caught it, and as he sort of reacted, you saw Bax's reaction, and then looked at this bird that's just like viciously staring at him with this like cracked up beak and just this
What did you say
quite
before?
gritty looking
I
face.
said, people die, it is what it is. And then it looked at me.
Did
It's
it
like
do
it's
anything
like
when
it
he said that?
reacted to
Again?
what I said.
No, it's still just circling above.
I got a feeling that one's not one of yours.
That one?
This
That one there?
This guy.
I'm gonna
Grizzly face. That
I'm
Grizzly
gonna
beak.
ask
That
it to
Grizzly
come.
beak. That's his name now.
Okay.
That's definitely fucking Aralit.
You hear a voice was like, "Why would I come to you?"
What's he saying? tell him I just want to talk.
Are you just standing there going, ah?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just
We're
from
like-
above, you can just hear
I just want to talk
in American.
in American.
That's a
Well,
crow voice.
Because you
Talk.
can. Yeah, when I speak with animals, I go American.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
ask,
God! Hello.
Ask Grizzlebeak what his beef is.
That's a fucking sick name for a crow.
My red friend here, what caught you looking. Just want to know if there's anything you'd like to tell us.
Did I hurt his
Make-
feelings?
A persuasion check.
Tried to touch him without consent.
Yeah, he was looking at me funny because I said what I said. I offered a hand. That's all I did. I just put it out. I was like, buddy, do you want to hop up here? And
And
then
he didn't. He wanted to attack
So,
him.
You don't
I
do
got-
that to a crow.
what?
You don't just say,
Like, do you
come
want to?
here.
Why not? You do.
You're not me.
Because I am the ranger.
What was it? Persuasion?
Yeah.
17.
I don't think so.
Not talking. Can I ask your name?
One does not have need for a name.
Why do you sound like you've been smoking 60 fags?
Because I've been smoking 60.
I'm a smoking crow.
So, did this crow come down with my flock?
You don't know.
Ask him if he did I say something wrong? You know? Did I didn't mean to.
Has my friend upset
I'm
you
still
in any
casting
way?
identify while this is all going.
Yeah, I like to think as well that
like one
identify.
item,
You know
but no.
when Abe in Oddwill Charles and goes, yeah. You just sat there going, yeah. And you could just hear,
And you see me like,
fuck, let me concentrate. Sorry, what did you say?
I said, has my friend upset
Alright.
you in any way?
Upset? No.
He's fuming.
Oh no, buddy. Sorry.
That would involve a level of me caring at all.
Fucking grumpy crow.
Grizzlebeak.
Grizzlebeak.
I'm gonna ask if you were you part of my flock?
Your flock. Pathetic.
I don't like this bird.
What's he saying?
I don't know. He's being really mean. He doesn't like you.
That's fine. I don't like him either, but
I don't think he likes anything. Look at it.
I hope I didn't like disrespect. You know?
You
Just
called it
saying.
Grizzlebeak.
Just saying,
What,
he's got a
that's-
lot of brave words for somebody within longbow range.
That's just an observation.
Just as you say that, you can just see him fly up another 10 feet.
Briley wouldn't do that. Well, I don't know.
If somebody pushed you, wouldn't
Yeah, if someone was being a dick. What else could I ask it?
Just as long as we're good, that's all.
So what are you doing here?
Waiting
Waiting for...
for the night.
Oh.
Okay. This night?
Perhaps not. But there shall be night eternal.
Sorry, what do you mean by that?
Become one with the night. No more. K-N-O-W. No.
I like that canon.
Yeah, it just sounded like I said, no more. Like,
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I get it now. I'm there, I'm with you. Yeah. I thought you said no more. And
Yeah,
then
that's
I
right.
just zoned out. Because I was like, what? I'm going to relay back to you what the crow have said.
It's a fucking weird crow. Let's just leave it.
Eternal night, huh?
and then as you sort of go to call up to it one last time, it sort of flies up, like nearly directly up,
Jeff!
and then says, I thought about it then and it disappeared when I said the crow went up. Long live the eventide, and then comes plummeting down to Earth. Well, it's not called Earth, but you know. And
What's it called, Dan?
Midden.
Midden. Yeah.
Was that dirt?
But no, the planet, or like the realm you're in, Midden. Midden.
Oh, okay.
Which is not
But
Earth.
What
yeah,
did it
because
say?
like not Earth being the planet. Do you reckon on Mars they'd say plummeting down to Mars?
I think it does it. I don't know. I've always thought
'Cause
plummeting
Earth-
down to Earth refers to the ground. Rather
Yeah,
than
I
the
thought that
planet.
as
Earth
well.
and Earth.
But now that I think about it,
but like
it
one
makes
comes
so
from the
much
other.
more sense.
Yeah.
That
But either way, yeah, he comes flying down, and then just out of all of your views, there's quite a tall gravestone in the way, and he just disappears behind this gravestone.
It said long live eventide.
where'd it go? Where'd it go? I'm like running
Yeah,
to
so you
behind
go
the gravestone.
round the back of this gravestone, and it's gone.
Wow, he hit the ground so hard
I
that he
preferred the bat.
disintegrated.
So he hit the gritty.
Oh,
You
wow,
turn
he
around and
hit
the crow's
gritty.
like this.
I told you it's a fucking weird crow.
I don't think he was one of mine.
He became one with the floor.
What are you guys talking about?
He must have really hated me.
Scarius, any idea what an eventide
Baxter's
is?
like wanders off.
No, I'm trying to concentrate.
Okay.
I'm trying to walk off the
Does
back
anyone
going, no,
know
it
what
wasn't you, Bax.
Does anyone
feel
know
bad.
what eventide is?
Have we had eventide before?
Not specifically.
Scarius is now
Just the
meditating
idea
with his
that, like-
hands.
Just the idea that like eventide itself is like the sort of moving into like the twilight time.
When
What was it like?
I see you put your hands
Was
over
it
your
just
ears, I'm
evening?
just like,
Oh.
Scarius, 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 Scarius.
Eye twitch, eye twitch, eye twitch, eye twitch.
Scarius.
Skaza.
Skaza. Oh no.
That can definitely be a thing.
Skaza
What?
buddies.
Yeah, that's sort of on the same level as bazaar.
Bizarre.
Oh, you can't say Skaza in an American accent, can you? It's got to be Skaza.
The
Or
flowers.
Aussie like jazzer.
I bring your attention
Skazza?
back to the flowers.
Skazza?
I'm like,
Yeah.
ignore the fucking creepy bit. Look at these weird flowers.
Would I know anything about
Make a
these
nature check.
plants?
Can I help?
Has
Yeah, so eventide literally is just where the word evening comes from. So
Ah.
like moving towards night.
has 11 minutes passed yet?
Yeah.
Oh,
That was weird.
what the hell?
Glitch in the
That was a power
matrix.
surge.
I think that was a
I
creepy
think I've
bird.
made the atmosphere slightly too spooky.
Creepy
Everyone's
bird.
freaked out.
Yeah, she can. Actually, it's sort of difficult to help with identifying a plant. As stupid as that sounds, it's like not something you can really
Oh.
Yeah,
help with
that's
other than
just
do
what-
No, but like, would I
individually.
have
Yeah,
'cause
you
know
can
that.
make a
Can I
nature
make a
check.
single one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
you
sort of
would
have to
both
rely
have
on
the
your
knowledge.
own. Yeah.
16.
Okay.
16.
I'll help you know something.
Yeah. Okay. It's bizarre that you both came out with 16. So
Unagi.
you
Salmon skin roll.
don't recognize this specifically. It is indeed a tulip, and you do know of plant coloration changing depending on like what is in the water or the soil. So you just make a sort of educated assumption
dead.
to know that something underneath this plant is giving it this hue in the petals.
Can we tell if it's poisonous?
Make a medicine check.
Eat it.
Yeah.
Bax, come here.
16.
You like munching on a plant? 16 again. Nothing about the smell is giving it away. There's no like barbs or anything on the stem or the plant to be able to deliver directly if the plant itself was like toxic. You're not sure what would happen if ingested, but like I'm pretty sure like Aren't lily, not lilies, yeah, wait, it might be lily pollen.
No,
is
lily
like,
pollen is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but tulip pollen, I'm pretty sure still isn't probably great, right? But no, you don't necessarily have like too sure a guess. You just sort of err on the side of caution of, well, it could be, but I'm not. It's not like toxic to touch, but like if I
Lilith is gonna
ate
pick one.
Okay. Yeah, you just pluck it up out the ground. You can see the base of the stem is a much richer green than the rest of the plant as well, more similar to these petals. And as you sort of take a closer look, right at the center of the petal, you can see like little bits of white, so it looks like it's actually a white tulip that has essentially absorbed the color. So whatever this dark green is underneath.
Should we like dig?
That was literally the next thing I was gonna do.
Anyone got a shovel?
I got claws. I've got claws. I could be like.
I know, but it'll take a
dog.
while. Oh, do you know that video of the Arctic fox that jumps up and like slams his head
yeah.
into the floor? You could just do that over and over again.
I have not seen that. I will need to watch that.
It's cool.
They do it a lot.
I realised why I didn't take detect magic because I already had detect magic
Got you.
as a ritual as well. So would my
Oh yeah, but no.
first
yeah.
identify ritual
Yeah. So what was it you identified in total?
just the sapphire?
Okay. It as an item itself, it was originally inert.
I don't have a
But
shovel.
it has been used as converted into some sort of like mana battery type thing to be able to maintain this like summon spell beyond the regular limits of it.
Was
So
that his
when you
name?
like punched it clear out of the head of this creature, it lost connection to the actual animation of this creature then. But yeah, it's still got like a little bit left, like a little bit of juice in it, but yeah, it was originally inert and changed for purpose.
What roughly what value would I attribute to this?
350 to 450.
Gold.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, it's shaped into well, very much like a icosahedron.
Nice. Okay.
D20.
I knew
Or
that.
similar enough
I knew
to-
that.
Okay, just check. Or similar enough to where, you know, even if all of the facets aren't perfect, it's very spherical and it's a good size. You are talking like this sort of D20, like the one that I'm holding.
You just want to show off your big D20.
How?
I actually pull out the
No, but it is like a full palm fill-in gem. Like,
I pull out the ruby that I bought before, and I'm like,
no, actually, maybe that was a bit too big.
sort of look at them side by side, and I'm like, okay, it could work. And I put them away again, both of them.
Okay.
How big is this patch of ground? There's different colour flowers.
About a 3 by 3 foot circle-ish,
Okay.
like a 3 foot
I'm gonna
diameter.
try and dig at it with my crowbar.
Okay. Make a
I don't have anything else.
athletics.
Oh boy, grave robbing! I'm gonna come over.
Is it on a grave?
This is in the middle of the day as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but luckily you are quite sheltered away.
I only got 8.
Okay. You break the ground surface, but essentially you just end up scraping like a line out of the floor. You can't actually like get a dig on it. But yeah, the soil beneath there is a lot darker and has clearly absorbed something as well, whatever this thing is. But the soil has less of a green tint to it. It's just a much darker brown, almost looks wet, but not physically isn't wet. It's just it looks like it's absorbed something.
Scarius, make a shovel and dig it.
Gonk tries to assist, and it's just
I was just about to say, where is Gonk?
Does Gonk have any shovel appendages?
Little shovel arm comes out
Yeah.
like a little JCB.
Gonk.
Love that.
comes up to you and like pulls on your sleeve. Okay.
Okay, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna like tutty down to it.
It then like crawls up your arm, and then sort of becomes a kind of gauntlet for you.
All right, okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's so sick.
Yeah.
My
Just
own
the
little
arms
Gonk.
wrapping around.
Yeah.
It's actually like touching my arm, and it's like, oh, my own little Gonk.
Yeah.
Love it.
The weird thing about it is that I still have to be the person to activate it.
All right, yeah.
But yeah.
Makes my arm better.
I mean, I could smith a shovel, but it'll take like all day.
No.
We could pick up a shovel.
I just
We're
think
going
that
to-
this bit of ground
Surely,
is really
surely
weird.
there should
Something's
be a
happening.
shovel around.
We're going
it's a
to-
graveyard.
Shops anyway. There's going to be a general store we can pick up a shovel.
Is there a shed somewhere? On the
Not
ground?
as you can see.
No.
No, it looks like whoever comes and tends this comes in from externally. There's not really room
You
to
were looking for a
spare.
Brings
gravekeeper shed, weren't
Brings
you?
their own shovel.
That's fine. We got.
Yeah,
we
like a
got
groundskeeper, someone who's paid to maintain
Yeah.
it, who would have
Oh,
tools.
as if he takes it home, like.
we got plenty of time for grave
Maybe not to
robbing.
his house.
We can
I'm just saying there
hit
may
up
be
a
like
tool shop, buy a
like a
shovel.
Parks and Rec
Yeah.
office somewhere, you know?
Do we want to go and find the source of the poison, or find a shovel, or go to the tattoo shop, or
Well, the tattoo place that I know, the only one I know is related to a specific gang and only specifically tattoos them.
and those people can't also be in cults?
I mean, they're already in some sort of gang, I guess.
Still think the stinky poison's our best lead.
Yeah, your finger's still numb, by the way.
Yeah,
Let's try the
Whatever
poison,
that was,
and
it
then
was-
if we
it
don't
was
get
strong.
anywhere, we can go to tattoos, and if not tattoos, then we can go and ask some of the girls, maybe.
Like this, that's not going to be the kind of stuff that just anyone is going to buy. It's going to be like a specific clientele.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
if I was selling poison, I wouldn't be telling people I was selling it.
Well, luckily, I got a really big hammer, so
When in doubt, torture and smash.
Okay,
Yeah,
how
we-
about we try that then, and then if that doesn't work, we will go with one of our ideas instead.
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
start walking back to. That.
Also, remember where this is, because I
place.
want to come back and dig up some graves. Cheers, thanks.
Cool. Okay, thanks, bye.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
So you exit this park area that I say park, you know, the graveyard that is like a public green space. Head sort of roughly in the direction that Shrimp told you about the alchemist place.
The music is far less spooky out here.
On the way, though, there are two shops that may well sell shovels that I will let you know about just in case.
Do they also sell rope?
Maybe.
hardware. B&Q.
Yeah.
So the first one is... Where did I put them? Ogluk's Oddities. And the other one is Gudrun's Good Goods.
Well, his goods are good, so
Is that the one with the? Is that? Are we? What are we on about now?
someone
Just
buy
two
a shovel.
shops along the way where you might be able to get
Ah.
a shovel. Gudrun's Good Goods and Ogluk's Oddities.
I
I don't overplay.
want to go in
This,
the
like,
oddities
alliteration.
shop.
Can we go in the oddity
Ogluk's?
shop?
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to just have a look around generally, not even specifically for shovel. I just want to be like, what oddities do you have?
Okay, so Ogluk is an elderly, somewhere between like a goblin and an orc.
Oh,
like
not another one.
yeah, but like it's hard to tell
Riley
what he is.
holds her bum when she
Yeah,
sees
it's
him.
like, oh,
Yeah,
danger.
yeah, he's
Don't hurt me.
He is a green skin, but it's like a very desaturated, like eucalyptus green. A great big bushy beard, big white thing that like comes right down to his waist. And he's sort of sat behind a counter with his legs up on it, just smoking a big fucking stogie. Like there's ash falling in his beard a bit, and every now and again he sort of goes, oh. But yeah, the shop has got like, you expect it to be filled with smoke, but you go in and like all the smoke seems to be getting like sucked up into this like almost like a singularity above him. It's just sort of like going, just like sucking up all the smoke. So yeah, it's a bit of a oddity to begin with, just this, you know,
cool.
Cigar smoking goblin orc. But he sort of clocks it and he goes, "You're right today."
He's gonna sell us bags.
Yes. Do you sell shovels?
I've probably got shovels somewhere, friend. I've got lots of stuff. Take a good look round.
Okay. And I just have a look
He
around.
just goes back. He's like, oh, good shit.
Do I have to make an investigation check to find something, or?
Yeah, this is one
Is
of the odds and ends shops.
Like
that
a
are just,
collector shop.
yeah, very like pawn shop style.
While people are looking around, I'm gonna ask Lilith. Will ask, what's his name? Oglok.
Look.
You see a lot of weird things, right?
I see many.
Would you be able to identify a vial and where it came from if I showed you it?
If I've seen it before, I will tell you, but make no promises.
I'll relay it to you lot.
I don't know. Does this
Oh,
guy
and
know?
just a thing, just a little thing. Do not steal from Oglok, or Oglok will blow a hole through your chest, big enough that Oglok could wear you as a scarf. Capiche?
Okay.
I like that he was looking at me.
This is my kind of guy.
I rolled a 13 in all.
Okay. Yeah, there's your bog standard mundane shovel. The
It's a +3 shovel.
Yeah. I do love that idea, actually. It may need to start a magic shovel that can double as a really good monk weapon.
Only we'd had that to fight the mud creature. It would have been perfect.
I did see.
Yeah, double damage against mud enemies.
I did see a stat sheet before for a fighter subclass, which was Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight.
It was amazing.
Fuck's sake.
That's fine.
But yeah, you find one. The stick that it's on has seen better days, so you could probably, clean that up a bit or whittle yourself a new one. But yeah, it's solid enough.
I just pick it up and cast Mending.
Oh,
No, don't do it yet.
Yeah, and he goes, "Well, nice. Now it's in better condition. You owe me more money." Clearly, this one knows.
How much?
4 silver.
Good deal.
I make it up as I go.
Is there any, like, I know it sounds stupid, but is there any, like, really odd things?
Many. Yeah, there's sort of, because this building that you go into, where Oglok is sort of on the right hand side as you go in, there's many sort of baskets full of knickknacks and tchotchkes and shelving with weaponry on it, and sort of bits of cloth and like bolts of linen, some paper, some ink, some quills, that sort of stuff.
What's a choski?
Tchotchkes are just like little,
Odds and ends.
yeah, like charms or like little ornamenty stuff, and
Okay.
it's just like, I think the Brits usually just call it bric-a-brac.
Yeah.
I've
I say
never.
I get
Brits,
that.
maybe
I
that's a
understand
Welsh
what that
thing.
means.
Well, see, I've never get that now.
What,
Think-
bric-a-brac?
Think
Ah.
car boot sale.
Yeah.
You know,
load of
the
shit
lots
in
of
a
little
box.
like ornaments
Just
and
load
stuff
of-
that people sell, or
Yeah,
like
little-
I have never once been to a car boot sale and they said, come and look at my bric-a-brac.
That's what they call it in like charity shops and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're
Bric-a-brac
donating
idiot.
something,
Stuff.
they'll they'll be like, oh, there's the DVDs that you're donating, there's the furniture, and then it'll be there's the bric-a-brac.
No.
it's just like all the other miscellaneous shite.
Stuff.
Yeah, this is very
It's
much a
not
shop of miscellaneous shite. So there's like pairs of gloves. There's like little sections for jewelry. There's jewelry boxes. There's
Oh, is there music
like
boxes?
a collection of sticks. None that you can spot. Definitely some that could be converted into music boxes, like just a sort of flip top jewelry box. But yeah, pretty much covers your everyday needs as well as some other very niche wants and needs.
So it's like in real life, the middle
like
aisle
if-
in Lidl.
It's like if the middle aisle of Lidl and B&M and your local car boot sale had a very squiff baby.
And they're already very squiff.
Yeah, there are like tools and sort of tool kits, other like dice sets and all that sort of stuff.
But I get tempted every time I go to like Aldi. I'm like, maybe I do need another angle grinder.
Yeah. What if I do need a nesting stack of X, Y, and Z to go on my other stack of nesting stuff? It's like everything always nests.
You're saying I could have a chainsaw for just like £30? That's insane.
I could get a screen protector for a laptop they don't make anymore.
A very small waffle iron? Fuck yeah. Crocs, but bootleg. Yeah.
These are all items from the latest Zelda.
Yeah, this is just everything that's in this shop. Basically, it is just complete tripe.
Who has the vial?
I do.
Do you want to show him?
I don't know. Do you think this guy looks like he knows
I can
poisons?
take a look.
Okay, buddy. I'll get back to you.
But dog look not good enough.
What do you know about poisons?
You didn't need to tell him it was poison.
Probably more than I care to admit.
Okay. No, I'm convinced. All right, take a look at this.
He takes a look and he goes, unbugs it.
It's yeah, it smells pretty bad.
Yosh.
Do you know what that is? And where somebody may acquire it? Not that I want to acquire any.
This honestly smells like it was distilled from a corpse. And I've gone sort of Mexican. No bien, vato. You want any? I don't know where the fuck that, there was such a gradual slope.
Your credits are no good here.
No, they won't. Oh, I should have made him Watto. Nobody's like, it smells like it was distilled from corpse.
Okay.
Is that a thing that people do?
Some pretty weird people.
Do you know any poisons that would have been distilled from a corpse, or perhaps where we could buy some of that?
Not by name,
Not
but
that we want to buy any of that.
not by
Wait.
name, but perhaps they poisoned someone and then distilled it through their corpse. I don't know. Hold on. He takes the vial, and goes and blows smoke into it, and basically what was once like a sort of clear liquid now turns like a browny red. He's like, oh, that looks like it came from body to Ogluk.
Okay, thank you. Gross.
He like gets right to the end of the stogie and he burns his fingers. He's like, oh fuck, throws it on the floor, just pulls out another one. And I'm not kidding, they're like comically long. It's not even like a Cuban. It's like he's like lighting the end bit. He's like got a man.
Where did that come from?
So the apothecary.
He just holds it down this end. He's like, like clearly just chain smokes these massive cigars all fucking day.
The apothecary down the way.
Oh yes,
Any good?
I've bought some pretty good remedies from them in my time. Burn medicine, headache medicine we call.
They likely to know.
You can try. And it's like
Okay.
this getting, he's like
can
taking
try.
big puffs at a time and just like flicking the smoke, the ash down the side, and there's like clearly another little one of these things, and it's just like it's essentially just like a little pocket magic bin that whatever
Yeah.
goes inside just like disappears from existence. It's like, oh look, caught fingers in that once. Bad time.
It's just a sphere of annihilation.
Yeah.
Tiny.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Inside a little thing.
What about the vial itself? Do you recognize the vial?
It looks like maybe
I swear to God, if we've missed like branding on the actual.
No, it's very like bland, but he's like, looks maybe gnomish design, perhaps. I don't know. Looks too complex to be goblin, not complex enough to be dwarven. Those guys, they make everything overly complex. Ogluk does not like dwarves.
Okay, well,
Although they make very good cigars. And again, I went to like the fucking cigars.
Yeah.
Cigars. Sicario.
helpful. I
Okay.
think.
You want to buy anything else at Ogluk's?
Oh, we got
Do
a
I
shovel.
see anything else of interest?
I mean, there's like little mechanical parts, like sort of space.
Oh, yeah. If there's like anything
Like sort of
engineering,
cogs, washers.
I'll clear them out
That's
if I
fine.
can.
Yeah, okay. So you get about 8 gold's worth of stuff. It's like or like up to 8 gold. It's like a hefty, pile of it. But to be fair, the
I'll
bag
spend
that
8
you had
gold.
with the copper that you crafted gonk out of would now have enough room just to like dump all these fucking bits and bobs.
Oh, I added that rather than taking it away.
But
Is Gonk gonna have a sister? Or a brother?
Well, I'm making the music box now.
well, that's boring. I want another robot.
An army of robot spiders. Just like-
Go, my minions.
She's like a guinea pig, she'll get lonely. She needs a friend.
I'm gonna
Well-
say something.
Well, you are a ranger. You could try and like tame something.
that crow would have been perfect.
I don't think you could be shamed. I'm gonna say something in Thief's Cant.
Okay.
But like, not so no one can hear, but specifically that whatever his
Ogluk.
name is can hear, just to see if he understands what I'm saying.
Okay. So what are you gonna say? The partridge has flew away from the moon.
What am I gonna say? I don't know.
The cat falls at midnight.
Just
Just like weird. That's what Thieves' Cant is. It's
Yeah.
just these really abstract and obtuse hand movements while you speak in complete bollocks.
Lovely weather we're
I am
having.
entertainer.
Oops, where that continues.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say like the stuff in here. There's quite a lot of shit in here.
Okay.
Derogatory.
To see if he like even understand. Like,
What
but
languages do you speak total?
where
Does
do I
anyone
find
speak
that?
Goblin or Orc?
Where do I find that?
Do not think so.
The
Nope.
proficiencies and shit.
Common, Elvish, and Infernal.
Do
Common, Elvish, Thieves' Cant, Undercommon.
Common and deep speech.
common infernal.
You could speak normal and also blah, blah, blah. What did you speak?
Common and infernal.
Okay. In Orcish, it's quite like a abrasive, guttural language. But he just sort of he responds to what you say, but just with almost like a remark of disgust.
Right.
But he's clearly picked up what you said because his eyebrows have gone up, and he's like. And then in Common, he's like. It's not shit. Oddities.
While he's distracted with that,
And then he sort of clocks you and he's like, shit. Ogluk was caught.
while he's distracted with that, I'm gonna look for any are there any like they've got bowls of crap gems in places I want to find
You mean in those shops with the gullible?
yeah
Yeah. Sorry, that's a Billy Connolly bit.
I want to find where there's a bowl of a lot of the same thing.
Okay, so you do find a bowl of essentially ball bearings.
Okay, great. I will, as a repeat from my previous act, I will make one of the ball bearings stink and put it back in the bowl.
Okay, so obviously you do that magically, yeah?
Yeah. So there would be sleight of hand needed.
Yeah,
yes,
roll
I
a
think.
sleight of hand check.
Don't do
Oh
it.
no.
Don't do it. This is not the place, Garius, you fucking idiot.
He's not stealing, to be fair. So,
You're stealing nose. You're stealing scent. You're stealing my smell.
13.
Make a charisma saving throw.
So he's gonna end you
Ooh.
now.
Deedy me.
Natural one.
Oh, no.
From the ceiling, essentially, this like both stuns you in the sense of oh my god that's cool, but also like blasts you. This little like circle in the ceiling goes, and then essentially like a little sort of a little electric cannon comes out and goes, just saps you. But the only reason why I say charisma is because essentially this thing sort of tracks intent almost.
Okay.
So,
Oh no.
that is 9 electric damage, and you go flat on your back on the floor. And Ogluk was like, told you not to fuck with Ogluk. It didn't look like you were stealing anyway, just, what were you doing?
It was a prank. It's like
Well,
I can make
lesson learned, eh?
I can make things smell real bad.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty good. And he goes, just not in Ogluk's.
So
You would have been months finding it. It would have been amazing.
It would have taken Ogluk 5 minutes.
So you understand? He understands what I've said then.
Yeah,
and
he's
realised
you
he got
both clocked
caught.
there, and he's sort of like, oh shit, the jig's up.
Yeah. So
Just gonna smoke my pen.
she's gonna be like, so you do understand what I'm saying?
Face. Just frowning at me.
You do understand what I'm saying? Like
Yes,
this is
yes.
Thieves' Cant.
Ogluk knows.
So now you're gonna give me any proper information?
But just because I speak thieves' cant doesn't mean I know anything
No,
about
but
poisons.
But you know more than you should.
Ogluk used to be a thief. That's why I got a knack for all of these
Used to be a thief.
stuff.
Are you just talking like openly now? Or?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
but this
he's
is
like-
in Thieves' Cant.
Oh, right,
Alright,
yeah,
he's like-
that's what I
I
mean.
come over
Yeah, he's
and
like,
stand next to you.
Ogluk
and
went straight a long time ago.
telepathically
Got out
activate,
of the game.
Gonk again.
Nothing here is
Just
stolen.
get
I
my 10
acquire
points
these by
back.
purchasing them off other people.
Oh, nice.
Okay, but you're not exactly you're straight, as in you don't steal anymore. But are you still involved in criminal activity?
No.
Do you know anyone that would have sold this sort of poison when you did, when you were?
I mean, years ago, but
Who?
well, I mean, there was like Jimmy Halfhand down in the docks, but I'm pretty sure he was fucking killed. Ogluk will not lie about that. That's why I got out. So many people dying around Ogluk. Ogluk not like. And he's like right to the bottom of this like second cigar since you walked in, and like obviously they were huge, so he chucks it in and he just pulls out another one. Like clearly he's got some sort of like reloading mechanism down the side of him, and he's like he just like flicks the end of a match with his thumbnail to light it.
I walked over to Briarleaf as well, just so I was in range of Gonk, and then just got my temporary hit points back.
He's like, it's pretty neat. But then in common he's like, Ogluk got out of the game. I do not wish to die before my time.
Are you chatting in Thieves' Cant now?
No, I'm talking. He's now talking in common.
Oh.
He was talking in Thieves' Cant. But basically, you know, like the sort of Legolas Aragorn moment. He's like, "I will die as one of them."
Like-
Basically, he's just kicked straight
Yeah.
into. I was like, I got out of the thief game, and you're like, "The fuck."
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you guys were talking about the weather. Sorry, I'm so confused. What?
You were.
Thieves' Cant is shorthand for common.
Oh, I get it.
Quite easily learnable.
Thieves can't do what?
Live longer than 32, apparently.
So,
Says the guy like huffing down hoagies at the rate of knots. Like
you
stogies, not hoagies. Hoagies are sandwiches.
got a big sub.
Hoagies and stogies for this guy.
Yeah.
You so you used to be a criminal?
Yes, I was part of the Silver Cats when I was younger.
Cool. So you do know who made this, or who could have made this?
Well, I mean, again, like, the people I used to run with a long time ago.
How long are we talking now?
40, 50 years.
Okay, yeah.
Because, like, even though he's, like, got some sort of goblinoid in him, he's clearly got enough, like, orc in him that he's probably in his, like, 70s now, and he's, like, an old guy, but, like, you don't understand how he hasn't fucking died yet, because he's got, like, yellowing around his fingers and his lips where he's been smoking so much.
So that's probably a dead end, right?
What about good runs?
Oh, good runs, good goods. More like shit runs, shit goods, am I right?
I mean, that's just like a stuff shop, right?
They just sort of general shop.
Yeah, but
Less interesting than Og looks.
Are they also involved in criminal activity?
How would Og look? No, I'm not involved in criminal activity anymore.
I think you know more than you're trying to tell me.
I just realised that we're in an oddity shop and I haven't thought of looking for another music box like mine.
I asked.
Yeah,
him, is there
you
any
did
music
earlier
boxes?
on, yeah.
There was just some
It
like
was
some
just,
stuff that could be
jewelry
turned
boxes.
into music boxes.
Do I think he's given us his
I'm on
whole...
your wavelength, don't worry.
He's
Yeah, I don't
honest.
think he is.
Make
I
an
don't think
insight
he's
check.
being honest. Are we?
He sounds
Are we
like
both
he
doing it?
is.
I don't think he's being honest.
He's,
He's
I
lying.
think he's told us all he's
Everyone's
got.
lying.
Everyone lies all the time.
My insight's not great, but let's have a look. 12.
I know nothing.
Why'd you...
Yeah, it looks like he's
The red bastard
Honestly,
is just
being
always going to
level
betray
with
you.
you.
Yeah.
We're
I
not
don't know.
friends like
he's like Oglok has nothing to lose.
I get the feeling this guy's on the level. He's been pretty open with us, like, the whole time.
You want a cigar?
I think if he yes, please.
He just like goes down, pulls up another one, chucks it to you. I assume you've got the light covered, yes?
Yeah.
I
Do a
think
little hellish rebuke on it. And
I think we should
You have to like hit yourself with it first.
ow.
I think we should move on from Odlux then.
Yeah,
I don't think
I-
there's anything
So
new.
you not want to buy anything cool?
We got the
We got
shovel.
the shovel.
That's
That is the least interesting thing. The dog looks.
what's the most interesting thing? And I feel like we owe you something. That's it's information.
What have I got? Well, I've got magically imbued swords, some silver weaponry, gloves that make you a little more light-fingered.
You got anything for hitting things real hard?
Like I said, I've got the weapons.
I'm quite attached to this one, so I'm not looking to swap it out. But if you got anything that can...
I'm happy, and I jingled the bag.
That's a lot of crap.
Your,
Thank you.
Your life? Your
You good?
your gloves?
Your life?
Your life.
gloves?
Yes.
Are you okay?
Those were gloves I had back in my Silver Cat days, but I don't need them anymore, and no one has bought them.
How much will they help?
They make you more sticky-fingered.
How much do you want for them?
350.
You make it up.
No, those.
You make it up yourself. You make this shit up.
I mean, what are you going to do?
Say no, and then you no sell them.
Did you say that the sapphire god was mundane?
Well, it was originally mundane, but now it's been converted into some sort of
Cool.
mana geode.
I'll keep hold of that for now then.
So no gloves.
No, I'll have to save. Surprisingly, I have to give some of my money away.
Look, you've been real helpful. I think.
Come back anytime. Always new stock.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Is there any? Is there anything on Oglock that will suggest he's in a gang?
Well, he does have his old silver cat
He's got
ring,
his
and he did
glasses
say he
on
was
his
in the
top
silver
lip.
cats.
Yeah.
I think he's been honest about
Yeah, so he said he was in the silver cats. He's still got the silver cat ring. It's actually on the pinky of his left hand because he is left-handed. Even though he's smoking with his right, he's like scratching notes with his left. Because you know that with the silver cats, they wear a silver cat ring on their dominant hand's pinky finger. And the point is that when they fuck a job or steal from another one of the cats, they lop a finger off, starting on from the opposite end, and then when you have your ring finger cut, when you have the finger with the silver cat ring cut off, you're no longer a silver cat. But at that point, most people quit anyway because they've got no fingers left. But he's got all his fingers and wearing on his left hand, which suggests he is left-handed, and he does have a quill that he's just occasionally making notes in.
Have you got any fingers living? No. Have you got any fingers left?
All his fingers are there.
Ah, okay. I meant to say, have you got any fingers missing?
Yeah, and you said life.
Weird.
Are you alright?
Don't know.
It's that double 16 we had. It's like
It's connected us.
Synced your brains on like an inverted pattern.
Got a psychic connection.
Built different. Built together. Built wrong. That's how it feels to chew 5 gum.
Okay,
Drive
are we leaving?
F1.
yeah. Oh, we are leaving, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Come
we're
back
at
anytime.
as we're leaving, Lilith is gonna like not stay back, but make sure she's at the back of
The group.
and just move her hair from one side so you can see. So all
Oglok.
Oglok.
you
Yeah.
can see.
Oh, right.
And then just put her hair back.
Okay. Just in Thieves' Cant, you can hear, good luck. And that's where we'll leave today.
Okay.
Danger.
I thought you were showing him you're ready for business, like.
I'm
Yeah, it's
assuming
just a
that
pricing sheet
Yeah.
got some kind
Tattoo.
of bar.
or a
Have we seen
menu.
that? We haven't seen that, have we?
Well,
No.
If
We haven't
whatever
seen your mark
kind of
on your
mark
neck,
she
have
may
we?
have. Oh,
she has her hair
interesting.
down all the time.
Intrigue.
Excellent.
So, that is it for this month, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
We shall see you in a few weeks.
See y'all in Feb.
Join our Discord, join all of the other socials, but mainly our Discord. Tell us how you felt about the episode, tell us what you think, maybe speculate about Oglok or the Crow or whatever.
We've started releasing our official character art as well, which is like
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
it's real
Awesome.
tasty.
It's
and,
so good. It's so
yeah.
good.
And it's on
And-
Discord and Instagram and all that stuff.
I was thinking, actually, I was looking at the Mudweird sheet earlier. I pretty much homebrew like every monster I run. So once I've refined them a bit more, I'm
Nice
thinking
idea.
of putting up the monster stat sheets in the Discord to begin with.
Good
and
idea.
Then
Nice.
we'll see where we go from
So
there.
you can also be mean to your players.
Yeah.
What does that mean? None of you have died. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
you
mean,
know,
I have.
Yeah,
you
true.
opted to.
remember the
Yeah,
Gath.
that was a voluntary death.
Voluntary.
Remember the Gath car.
Oh yeah, I love the Gath.
The Gath car.
terrified me.
It had many abilities, and one of them didn't come up, but I wish it did. It had Sentinel.
Oh, giving a monster sentinel is cruel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fuck, it was
And
already
It
terrifying.
had Sentinel and AoE attacks from itself, so it's basically
Okay,
you're
so
not going
maybe
anywhere.
we'll upload the Gathcar stat sheet in the Discord so you could really fuck your players.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
But until then,
Oh, I need
goodbye everyone. And I started this way too early because staff is still there. Bye.
Bye bye.